Far off, in a distant world, a group of characters brought to life have before them a prophecy they must fulfill. Many stories have been shared about them, and yet new authors have stepped forward. This world is meant to be a second chance for creativity and free expression, and yet the poet's license has been revoked as fiction becomes reality. Daniel as Zorro. Alex as Winnie the Pooh. Jen as Vanessa Helsing. Kayla as Alice. Taylor as Dr. John H. Watson, and Justin as your dungeon master. Will this litany of literary heroes be able to live up to their legends? Or better yet, can they write their own? So You Want to Be a DM presents The Public Domain. Hey gang, and welcome back to another episode of The Public Domains. My name is Justin. I'll be your dungeon master for this finale of the season. Joined with me today are some freaking rock-on players. Let's go around and do some introductions, some plugs, or whatever you guys want. Let her rip.
Let her rip. Hi, I am Alex, and tonight I'm going to be playing Winnie the Pooh. You can find me on my socials on Instagram and TikTok as Pisces Moon Paladin. And for tonight's finale, I want to do a special shout out, not only for this episode, for this entire campaign, for all of just like the wonderful, shy, talented, queer, and or trans players out there on those tables that I need. I know who you are. I see you. And typically so shy and reserved and quiet, but when you finally get that opportunity to play, you get to be so beautifully unhinged. You inspire this. You make this happen. Thank you.
Oh, that's so lovely. Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel at Daniel the DM on YouTube and TikTok. And tonight, for this finale, as usual, I will be playing Zorro, the Massive Vigilante. And I just want to give a shout out to the amazing cast here. I'm super excited for this finale, and let's get into it.
Hey, I'm Kayla. I'm usually from the Potions and Potpourri podcast. Unfortunately, I'm not as rockin' as our DM Justin, as heartfelt as our player Alex, or as suave as Daniel. But I do bring another element to the table that I'm excited to share with y'all tonight. You can find me on the Potions and Potpourri socials and wherever you get your podcasts, and also playing in awesome games like this.
I'm Taylor. I'm the other half of So You Want to Be a DM. You can find us on TikTok, on Instagram, YouTube, catch up on all the old episodes, check out our other seasons, and since we're in the spirit of special shout outs at the end, I want to give an extra special shout out to Justin, who puts on just an amazing show every single time.
Incredible. 10 out of 10, no notes.
Thanks, gang.
Yeah, obsession is real. Hey, I'm Jen. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram for Cancer Moon Cleric. And I'm genuinely going to miss everybody. This was such a fun campaign. And I can't believe I need to know what happens, but I'm sad that we're at the end. So, yeah.
I think that's a good point for us to continue with the story itself, the story about stories in some regards here at the Public Domains. Let's do a little recap before we jump right into the combat. Last we left off, our literary legends began their journey through the Thousand Acre Woods. It began with some of the highest highs as we made it to Nottingham, met the vivacious Robin Hood, drag queen extraordinaire. We also met her merry men, who were quite taken aback, meeting Vanessa Helsing. After a night of frivolities, the gang headed out to track down Kim Moriarty, the mastermind behind this league of villains our heroes have been facing. Before long, they encountered their worst nightmare, weasels and elephants, who then gave them visions of their actual worst nightmares. But they were all woken up by a disheveled and frightened Christopher Robin, only to have him crushed beneath the boot of a 30-foot-tall undead Paul Bunyan. And that's where we find our heroes at this very moment. Pooh! That is your turn, my friend, as I move you all over to the appropriate battle map. Bop, bop, bop. That has happened. You're all at the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Okay,
it.
Flannel.
And so,
This is a big boy.
Pooh, you are stepped a little bit ahead of the rest of your party as you were the one being awoken by Christopher Robin shaking you, saying, wake up, wake up. And as you woke up, letting you know that Kim Moriarty and her evil machinations are about 200 feet, if not a little bit more, past this giant undead and are behind some sort of invisible force field. But all of that is quickly drowned out, if you will, by the sound of crunching bones as Christopher Robin falls prey to a massive boot print. And with that, we kick off combat. Winnie the Pooh, you see this massive lumberjack ahead of you. What would you like to do?
I think... Yeah, it's so tough. I'm literally
Tell me about it.
finally being able to have that, like, opportunity to finally see Christopher Robin after just what seemed like such a lifetime ago, and hoping to finally have some kind of semblance of like safety and peace after all this craziness, only to have it literally taken away and watch honestly, their manifestation of humanity die right before them.
Mm-hmm.
Triggers something within Pooh that removes humanity within them, as well as there are no words, there are no thoughts, there is just pain and the ferocity of a bear now, as Pooh instinctively wants to go and grab for the honey stick, but instead just drops it to their side, crouches down on all fours, and begins to kind of jump up, but instead of just regularly jumping, I think begins to take on the form of like a spectral, yellow, ghastly looking bear, and will misty step up onto the shoulder of Paul Bunyan.
Absolutely. Okay.
Who, instead of using the honey stick, will just bellow out with like a massive like roar of a bear as it just like echoes off into the woods, and will instead pull out a great axe, a tattered, gnarly, like heavily used looking great axe with the words Hive's Bane on the side of it. Is
Hell
going
yeah.
to use one of their paws to like dig right into the ear of Paul Bunyan to like just to like sturdy themselves, and with one other arm just go right in for the throat of Paul Bunyan.
Roll some attacks, baby. Nice and close, up standing on the shoulder of this giant, making some swings with your gnarly great axe.
27 on the first one.
That'll hit.
Okay, also because
I'll also say, while you'll see like these little circles in the middle of each tree. That's supposed to represent the trunk of the tree. So you can't walk through that. You can't see through that. So if you draw a little arrow and stuff like that, the rest of it is just canopy, so you could walk through it. But that's just what that is.
So because Paul Bunyan hasn't technically had a turn in combat yet, they're going to take an extra 2d6 from surprise attack.
Do it.
Okay, so the first one is a 6. Second one is a 3. So 9. And then plus a d12. Okay, 10. So 19 plus 6 for 25 damage on the first attack.
Incredible. Huge hit. You slash into where the jugular would be on this massive creature. And unfortunately, just black ichor sort of sludges its way out. As you can tell, this is truly an undead being. But still a hearty hit nonetheless.
But yeah, they're going to go in for an extra attack.
Go for it. Yeah, roll for your attack.
Yeah, the second one is a 15.
15 hits.
Wild.
You see that this guy is not wearing any armor. He's just big. So he's presumably not hard to hit. He's just a sack o hit points, as they say. In the biz.
So yeah, that second attack is going to be 10 damage.
Damage on the second attack. Okay. Hell yeah.
And then what do you do when your childhood best friend dies in front of you? You action surge.
Oh boy.
That tracks.
Okay. 18 on the first one.
That'll hit.
And a 21 on the second.
Also will hit. Pooh, you're up here. You do begin to start hearing some sounds that don't sound... It sounds like they're sort of coming from the giant, but not specifically the giant. The giant isn't the one making the noise, and yet you hear some noises coming from Paul Bunyan a little bit. It's hard. Now that you're at this angle, it's harder. It's almost harder to see, but you can hear them, like voices coming from within the giant.
Could Pooh try to make a perception check?
You can. At most you're going to be able to hear is just more voices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and that 20.
Oh, incredible. Yeah, you hear a bunch of voices coming from inside of the chest cavity, the abdomen area of the undead zombie.
Okay, cool. So the total damage from the extra 2 hits were 23 total.
Mm-hmm.
And then since Pooh still has 30 feet of movement left, would the wound...
You probably have like 20 foot left because you had to move up to the... You weren't standing right next to him, and he's 30 feet tall, so Misty Step would only get you to... So you have like 20 feet left.
Okay. Oh, man. Whoa. Oh, we're doing 20-24. I was like, I thought I did 60 feet. Never mind. 30 feet. Okay, nonetheless, is there still enough movement, and would the wound be big enough for Pooh to now begin to dig into the wound to try to make their way to the chest cavity?
You certainly can try. It is going to be, even though it's undead and everything, you're still traveling through like muscle and sinew and tissue and stuff. Make an athletics check.
Yeah, Pooh is going to muscle their way in. It is just like one of those, just like, oh, what's that like Leonardo DiCaprio movie where he just gets killed by, or not killed, but like attacked by a bear? It's just like a truly just like
The Revenant.
Feral. Yeah, the Revenant, just like a truly feral, just like primal nature has taken over Pooh, and so I think in that sense they're just gonna like go and try to go snout first and just claw and like
hell yeah
get their way in. 19 plus 10 for 29.
29. You absolutely can use 20 feet of your movement, and you begin muscling through. It's sort of like that difficult terrain in the sense of it's just very hard to work. It's not like he's hollow, right?
No.
Where it's just like, oh, this one cut connects to this other cut, and now I'm just boop boop, and I'm so far deep. No. But after using all of your movement with a 29 on athletics, you absolutely can get far enough down this neck laceration that you've made in order to get to, you can just now see, you're still like most of your shoulders and your head are through. The rest of your body is still being slammed by muscles. And you can see that in his chest cavity, essentially, although it is very dark in here, you have dark vision, yes?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Okay, cool. Because from the outside, no one can see this. I mean, his shirt is closed. But you can see on the inside that there is a collection of individuals. You think that you may have heard about them from the creature from the Black Lagoon. You see a bunch of people who don't have horses, who have big old heads. As you see a collection of horseless headsmen. No, it's good.
We didn't
And
even
you
hear about
see
them
that
again.
they seem to be preparing devices. They seem to be they have a decently sized collection of pumpkins about that big,
Okay.
and are filling the pumpkins with various chemicals and powders.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where I think Pooh is right above and just chomping their way through discussing just nerve endings and tendons and muscle and flesh to just try to burrow their way into here. But that's it. I mean, literally, I don't think Pooh can do anything else this turn.
No, I think that was solid. That's
That's
certainly
plenty.
all
You
of your
did
movement,
plenty.
bonus action, multiple actions. Incredible. Okay. After Winnie the Pooh is
Object
Zorro.
interaction.
Zorro, that is your turn. You saw Pooh in a rage leave the honey stick behind, barrel forward, misty step, and then vanish into a neck wound on the giant.
Okay, then. I kind of turn to everyone else and I say, look, I don't know what you all saw, but we have to keep moving forward. We're the ones who write our own story today. Find Moriarty. And I click my heels and then activate my boots of speed. And using my 60 feet of movement, would that be enough to get to our Zamboni friend and climb up to their shoulder?
60 feet of movement. Climb up. Okay.
Doing the
Zorro
with the
doesn't have a
most
climb
Zorro-
speed, right?
No, but can
So-
Zorro do the most flavorful acrobatic?
Yeah, I need that acrobatics check. Yeah. Need that. What's that? Plus 11 or something crazy?
Yeah, I rolled a 27.
Let's
Okay.
go.
You absolutely, you can parkour your way up this
Yeah, while
moving,
it's
or what is that? It's the Colossus thing?
Shadow of Colossus.
Yeah, it's Shadow of Colossus. It's freaking
Yes.
out, flailing its arm. I'm grabbing onto the weapon it's using and jumping up off of that, and just landing on top of the shoulder where the wound is, and just going.
Hell
All right,
hell
Pooh. I'm going to try to make this hole a little wider. That didn't sound right, and I'm just going to make a couple of stabs towards the neck. The nape. I'm going full attack on Titan here.
Incredible.
Natural 20 for the first attack.
Amazing. Hey, and guess what? They count as nat
Actually
20s.
counts. Hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
No.
Nat 20s are
Wait.
real.
Second attack is a yabba dabba doo. That's a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Hell
So
yeah.
the first attack, that's 12 points of piercing damage. And then I get to roll 6d6 for sneak attack.
God damn.
20 points of sneak damage.
Ooh, baby, that hurts.
Sneaky boy.
And then for that second attack,
Hey,
that's 8 points of piercing damage.
okay, that's reasonable. That's demure. We like it.
Very demure, very damaging. You see how I get my damage? No advantage, straight rolls. No
That's
silvery barbs. Poor
Not
class
too many
mechanics.
bonus die. Love it. Okay. 2 huge hits in the neck of Paul Bunyan. As you're up there and beginning to cut your way through, you also begin to hear some voices, and I don't know, probably the sloshing sounds of Pooh ripping through muscle. Not good.
And I think that ends Zorro's turn as it just kind of quickly goes, this is This is getting disgusting.
Ooh.
You thought
Um,
Wonderland was weird.
Speaking of Wonderland, Alice, you are up.
Great. I would like to start my turn by looking for beans.
Yeah, absolutely. Look for beans. Go ahead
Okay.
and give me a
Perception.
either perception or investigation, I suppose.
Bean check.
Investigation for sure.
You get a burrito.
Roll for beans.
21.
A 21 will certainly find you a bean. Do you want the closest bean, or
How close is it to Paul Bunyan?
there are, you believe, possibly 2 beans that are equidistant to Paul Bunyan. One is much closer to you.
And I have to be within 10 feet, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably get within 10 feet of the other one. Let me check. Because you'd have to go around Bunyan. Actually, no, you couldn't get within 10 feet of the other one. One of
I
them
don't
you
think the
absolutely
one I
can get
can.
within 10 feet.
Get to.
Okay.
Is it going to cost
Then-
me an action to set it off?
I do think I am going to make it an action to set it off, just because some of them can truly
Okay.
end this combat
mean-
pretty quickly.
Hell yeah, though. Let that.
I'm not ready yet. I will keep note of where it is, though. However, I will
You see the
give
pink X.
inspiration to Pooh. So
Okay.
They're probably gonna need it, and then I'm going to cast Reduce on Paul Bunyan. So they have to make a save, but I'm gonna impending misfortune and make it be a charisma instead of a constitution.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
And he
it's
rolled an
finally
8.
worked.
Fuck you, Taylor. Your divination.
You're right. Hell yeah, got him.
Incredible. Okay.
My brain.
Pooh, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
No,
But
I'm
you
just
have
kidding.
inspiration.
Oh, I do. I have advantage, right?
Zorro goes,
No.
No, you just get to add an 8 if you need it.
Okay, I will probably need it. I mean, I have +9 to my con saving
Constitution.
throw, so we'll see. Okay, 23.
Okay. Pooh, you get shot out of the wound as it becomes significantly smaller and you can't fit anymore, but you don't take any damage.
Aw,
What happens to
Splinter.
the horseless headsman?
What happens to me?
He goes from gargantuan to huge, so you
Oh.
don't know if it's gonna like kill a bunch of people inside or if it's just gonna make them like have less attacks or something.
Yep.
But
So
they're
he
still
now
in
has
there.
Disadvantage.
You just made
on-
Pooh Ace Ventura out of Paul Bunyan.
That's really funny vision. That's a deep cut, Alex.
Yes, shot out of the wound is wild. I agree.
Okay, so disadvantage on strength checks and saves, and he has to take 1d4 less damage. Deals 1d4
Yes,
less
yes,
damage
yes.
on hits,
Roger that.
but can't go below 1,
Okay.
obviously. So, alright, and I am
Incredible.
concentrating on that really hard.
Okay. Oof. Okay, after Alice's turn is the sort of, we're not in his lair, but like a lair action essentially, as Paul Bunyan rips open his flannel shirt, revealing
Oh, okay.
openings in his torso, like windows into his inner sanctum, if you will, as
Ew.
these horseless headsmen peek out and throw
vibe.
pumpkin bombs.
That's what they were doing.
And
Is he the Green
Okay.
Goblin?
This is weird.
no, because that wouldn't be public domain.
That's not right. Mm.
I'm gonna need Alice, Watson, and Vanessa to all make dexterity saves.
Dexterity saves. Let's go, baby.
12?
That's a bunch of horse shit.
21.
A natural 1 for an 11.
Oh,
boy.
Oh.
Good boy.
Okay.
I don't
Oh boy. Okay.
hurt me.
Watson saved. Watson, you take 8. And Vanessa and Alice, you each take 17 points of fire damage.
Jeez Louise.
Ouch.
17. Rude.
17.
Before we move on, I forgot that I get to roll a d10 for my sorrowful fate, where I made him roll a charisma save, and he failed.
Go for it.
And he will take 4 psychic damage.
that has to kill him, right?
It does not. He's already showing a ton of damage, but he is still up. He is still
On
up.
death's door. Got it.
Barely hanging on.
Noted.
Okay.
All right.
Alice, I need a concentration check from you.
Oh shoot, fair.
The DC is 10, so just a Constitution saving throw.
Not my best. Ooh, really not my best. That is a solid 1.
Oh no.
Zorro's
That
hold
means
on.
that the concentration.
Wait, no, you got a 15.
I did?
You did.
Portent.
That's my last portent, though.
Oh,
That's
sick.
you.
Hell
Banging them both
yeah,
out
Watson.
quick.
Yeah.
Thank you
Watson,
so much.
what does it look like when you use your Oh, hit my mic. What does it look like when you use your portent rolls?
So the portents themselves are like he enters that Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes kind of like fight mode where everything slows down and he kind of picks apart the whole battlefield all at once. And then so like to help Alice's concentration check, it's just a little nudge, like kind of like some kind of a like word of warning or something along those lines, like there's a bomb coming at you, and then it makes it so that she can maintain concentration on that thing.
Just barely. Also, I'll use my reaction to do my poetry in motion feature and regain one of my bardic inspirations back. Because I rolled a 1.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Everyone's using all their
Hell
abilities
yeah.
so quick out of the gate. I love to see it.
Yeah, this is definitely the final
Okay.
boss.
This is definitely right. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
the final boss.
Use all of your divine smites while you're at it.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bear. I
That's
don't know
what-
any better.
That's
Holy
what I planned was a quick 20-minute combat and then an hour and a half of epilogue, right?
Right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's
And then
15
nothing
years in the
bad
future.
happened.
What's up? Yeah. Okay, that was the sort of lair action. It is now Paul Bunyan's turn.
Mm-mm.
He is going to. I mean, Pooh and Zorro, you guys are just riding his shoulders, right? Like,
I don't know. You tell me. I was shot out of a wound.
I know you did roll pretty good on your thing, though.
It's up to you if you want me to make another acrobatics check to hang on from
No,
the
it's a
height
foregone
change.
conclusion. You guys are gonna crush it. So you guys are riding on top as. Just gonna come over here a little bit. And he's too stupid to hit the two of you because he's just not stupid enough to hit himself. And so let's do. He's got 2 swings. He is going to, with his massive lumberjack axe, this huge, incredibly large, the handle that he's holding onto is itself a tree trunk. And then this insanely, impossibly large head of the axe affixed to one side as he swings it in a very like low, almost like a golf swing. Swings it and is going to go for odds. Yep. Okay, he's going for Alice and Watson.
It's all in the hips.
All in.
First attack on Alice. That might. Oh wait, you have your thing, don't you? Your displacement cloak.
I do. Thank you for remembering. That's disadvantage.
Okay, it's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And Watson. Watson, what's your AC?
It is a 14.
Okay, that hits.
I would like to use shield to make it a 19.
I'm going to silvery barbs. I personally can't, but
It is a 19 total.
All right.
So both of those
That's-
axe swings
you subtract a d4, by the way, from your damage.
from the damage, right?
Yeah.
You got it. Easy peasy. What's a little more dice to roll?
Come on, a 4.
Again, I'm at it.
All right, Alice. Oh man, hold on. 7 points of damage to Alice.
Ouchie.
12 points of damage to Watson.
Ooh, Watson.
I'm fine. I'm okay. Ow.
I rolled 3s on both of the d4s, so it's still pretty good.
Do I need
Still
to make a
undid some
concentration roll
damage.
again?
You do. Every time you take damage, yeah. Got to get a 10 or above.
Fuck. It's a 2 this time.
No.
Oh, shit. Well, he's not small anymore. Oh my god.
You do it.
Fuck.
That is his turn.
That was supposed to
He
last
is
longer.
not looking good, by the way. He is past
Good.
bloodied, I will say. Not by much, but he is technically past bloodied. Watson, that is your turn with Vanessa on deck as this incredible beast is lumbering around, swinging this axe wildly at like just whoever. There doesn't seem to be any strategy necessarily going on here. And then he just has a ribcage full of little goons.
Okay.
Little horseless headsmen.
Well, guys,
You couldn't fit a horse in there.
So, what
Could you
I'd
imagine?
like to do is, as Paul Bunyan starts kind of approaching, I'm gonna like stand kind of in between his feet, and then I take Excalibur and hold it kind of back like this, and I'm gonna fly straight up with the sword right across his chest.
Sick.
Yeah.
So
powerful.
tell me about this
Madness.
Excalibur situation, because I attuned it, but we didn't really talk too much about what kind of ability.
I think we did. I think it's a +1, and you have 2 uses of the heal spell.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Got it. All right. Okay. So yeah,
And it's a long sword, so obviously the one-handed, two-handed, that normal stuff.
Magical longsword that works against resistances.
That is also true.
I'm doing the glasses push-up thing. I don't have glasses on.
I got you.
Thank you.
Okie dokie. So yeah, we're doing a sweet longsword attack.
Oh wait.
24.
That will hit. Dun 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 dun.
We'll go ahead and make it all smitey and whatnot. So the
I guess you could
sword
say that was
starts kind of glowing it's very Final Fantasy VII up with the glowing sword going straight up like a Omni Slash situation.
Beautiful.
Ooh. Cloud Stripe who?
Hit him with a
Alright.
braver.
Where? Okay, I know it's a D6 per thing. It's a D8.
Yeah, he is undead. I don't know if that does anything for smites.
Oh, it does.
I think it does, right?
D8.
Oh.
Sure does.
For free.
All right, so I'm at 31, 35 plus my modifier, which is a 5, so 40.
That's gotta do it.
40 damage?
40 damage.
Okay. That was a lot. He's still
Yeah,
up.
much less.
Wild.
Absolutely wild. And as a bonus action,
This is why I need shenanigans.
Mhm, mhm.
This is why I need shenanigans.
I don't know that I have anything really that I need to do with my bonus action, so I'm gonna not.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot I can do with that. So that's my turn.
Okay. Amazing. That is Dr. Watson's turn. Huge hits against the downstairs of a massive giant. How dare you? And now the old undercarriage. And now it is Vanessa's turn.
So Vanessa's watching all of this unfold and is just like mouth agape, like looking at everything that has happened. And she's like, well, all right, here we go. And she's going to cast Crimson Right on her crossbow. We're going to do lightning damage this time.
Okay.
And we're not going to move. We're going to stay away. We're not climbing in and on bodies. That's for others. We're going to stay.
Very mindful to not do that, actually.
We're going to stay over here at a distance. So first hit,
Breaking out the dice.
because it's not accepting my rules. 19.
That'll hit.
Okay, and then the second one, 19 on the die, so 19 plus 9. I can't math. Whatever that is.
28 will also hit. Yeah.
Something like that. So let's do,
8 million.
we're just gonna do each at a time. So let me roll damage. Are you not letting me roll? Why not? Where's an 8? What does an 8 look like? That's 4 sides. That looks like an 8.
Little
That, you
pyramid.
can't. I just
More
realized you can't
rambus.
really see it.
Okay.
It's a wee bit of a rambus.
So this is a 1 plus 3 for 4, but I also have the lightning damage, and I think that's 1d6. Wow. 4 damage and then 1 lightning damage for that first one. An absolute horrendous.
He's getting wrecked.
Light him up.
Wee bit, guys.
God, that's horrible. Let's go the second damage. That was so
Hit him
gross.
with the lightning like a defibrillator. Bring him back to life.
There we go. Boom. I hope not. I swear to God.
Wake me up!
We're gonna do 10 regular damage and 2 lightning damage, please, for her 2 hits, and she's gonna roll her damage as well. Of course, her damage is maxed out, so 6 necrotic damage for Vanessa, but that's
Wow.
we're not gonna talk about that.
Incredible.
So that's bonus actions, and she's not going to move. She's gonna just stay.
Okay.
That's
All
all.
right. He is showing some very intense damage. You are seeing that the wounds on his body are not healing or anything, but they're also like just getting worse and worse. He's starting to become sluggish. I wouldn't go. Obviously, you guys can put out huge amounts of damage. So he's in that situation where, for all I know, all like the next 3 people could all take their turns and he could still live, or one of you could go and he could die. So we're in a weird situation. That being said, Zorro, or no, Pooh. Pooh is at the.
Oh, yeah.
Kayla
Sorry.
threw me off by
That's-
saying Zorro.
Sorry. I got excited.
It is your
No,
turn.
you're good. You're
Finish
good.
him, Pooh.
This is Pooh's move.
Cut that other one out, Justin.
Absolutely.
It's all good.
Pooh is technically a rogue. So, as Pooh's bonus action, they're going to cutting action dash to burrow again back into that chest cavity with 60 feet of movement, if they can reach it.
Yeah, for sure. Make another athletics check just to see like how well you can. I'm pretty much gonna let you get through no matter what, but
16.
at 16, you have to fight a little bit. You're now entering through a different wound as before from where you got popped out. So a
yes,
little
new
work has
wound,
to
new
be
problem.
redone.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Okay.
You managed to get in there and just, slide your way through until you are. Is your goal to get into the inner cavity?
Yeah.
You do it.
Beautiful. Okay, and so you
Bonus
said that
action
there
and
are,
movement. You're in there.
you said that there are windows facing out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There's like weird like openings, like cuts, where like the edges are cauterized, so that it just is like an open bay window where his abs should be.
Makes sense. So like each little ab is just a cutout hole.
Kind of, yeah.
Pipe. Cool. I'm not gonna think too much about that one. Okay.
But you're in there. You see 3 horseless headsmen. They kind of look like those really weak Titans in Attack on Titan, the ones that are just all head.
Why was that what I was picturing this whole time?
Yeah.
Because we were all thinking it.
That's like how they look.
Horseless headsmen. Yeah,
Kinda
just
like
a big
floppy run.
schnoz.
Yeah.
And they're just in there filling small pumpkins with like nitroglycerin or something
Terrifying.
crazy.
Could Pooh do a perception check to see if there's maybe like, I don't know, maybe like an internal organ of Paul Bunyan's that still might be usable but also pretty vulnerable to any damages perhaps?
I'm gonna say go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay.
What a fun way to use a medicine check.
Throw a firebolt in there, see what happens.
I can't. I wish, but I'm an Eldritch Knight, not a wizard. An Eldritch
Someone should have
Knight.
took fireball. I knew it.
15.
15. Best you're thinking is you could probably start hacking away at the spinal column, but you don't know if you're going to be able to do enough in one attack to.
I mean,
You could start the work, but
I think that's a
you
great
also could
idea.
take out some horseless headsmen.
I think, unfortunately, the main focus, because Pooh is not thinking that rationally. I think their focus is on Paul Bunyan. And I think there's nothing more poetic than taking out a logger by literally chopping down their spinal column. So they're going to go for that with a great axe.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, this is totally in character for Pooh.
Thank you. 22 on the first hit.
That'll hit.
And a 17 on the second.
17 is exactly what you need for the spinal column.
Ooh, cool. So 23 plus 12 for 35 damage total on. I'm just trying. They're just trying to
Yeah.
just crush
For
it
sure.
and try to break it apart.
You definitely managed to
Get going.
put a huge gash into the spinal column. Probably one more round of attacks and you'll be able to do enough damage to bring this giant down no matter where his hit points are at. But he's technically still up. I'll say that he loses 10 feet of movement essentially, but like permanently. But you are hacking away at this spinal column from the inside as the horseless headsmen turn towards you, just ignoring them and hacking away. And they just kind of like turn towards you and are like, all right, we won't bother you if you don't bother us.
Pooh's just.
So fucking metal.
No. Let the bear cook. The bear seems to be very. I don't know. Incredible. After Pooh, Zorro, that is your turn.
All right, take him down, Zorro.
Zorro's gonna go full Captain Levi, and is going to jump to the nape of the neck and slice it open, stab into the vertebrae, and just ride it all the way down the spinal column to the ground.
Fuck yes.
For his
Incredible.
2 attacks.
Go ahead and roll for those
This
attacks.
dude's gonna die like this, like just fall apart.
First attack is gonna be a 26.
That'll hit.
Oh no, the second attack is a natural 1. Let's see here. Does that activate an ability for you, Alice?
It's a reaction, so I don't think I get to use it yet because it hasn't been my turn again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just looking out for the homies.
I know. I appreciate it. It's a fun one to use.
Let's see here. So that is low damage. Low damage this time. No. That's 16 points of damage, of piercing damage on that. And then once Zorro makes it down to the ground, is going to then use their movement to go behind this tree, and he's going to use the hide action to hide behind the tree stump over here.
Wow.
Dope. Hide bonus action. Okay, cool. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Yeah. This is my first one, I think, of the entire.
I think it is
think
too.
you're right.
Yeah.
This is an interesting campaign. Sometimes you don't have stealth checks as much.
That is literally the second worst thing I could have rolled, Bob.
Jeez. Interesting
It's just
strategy,
in.
Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
The forecast is not very stealthy. So that's going to be a 9.
Oh.
A
I
9.
rolled a 2.
Okay. You do feel like Paul Bunyan knows exactly where you are, but you also notice that Paul Bunyan isn't choosing targets based on bite or anything like that. Otherwise, he might reach inside himself and grab a Pooh Bear, but he's not doing that, is he? He's
Fair
just
enough.
attacking whoever's closest and is within range.
Well, yeah, that'll end my turn.
Okay. As you slice into the neck, try and ride it all the way down. The nat 1 is truly like you get caught in between two vertebrae, and it's like a toothpick caught in teeth. You just are like, shit, as you're just kind of hanging halfway down for like a solid second or two before you're like, this isn't gonna work. Pull it out, fall down. And after Zorro is Alice. That is your turn.
I really didn't think it was gonna get back to me, to be honest.
Take a minute.
So I'm going to, just in case, I'll give Vanessa inspiration, and I will use my whole turn to do the bean. Do the bean.
Incredible.
We're gonna roll a 100, yes?
Is it?
The bean kicked in.
I am pulling them up as we speak, but yes, I do think that it's a 100. Yeah, D100.
Let's
do some bean
Oh,
damage.
God.
Take
What do we
13
get?
points of stock damage.
To honor the bean, I'm gonna
Not-
eat a burrito.
A 5. Isn't that crazy?
Oh,
So-
5.
Okay, you see what it is.
Okay. It says GM's choice for what type of liquid this is, but I'm gonna leave it up to you, Alice, because I think
Definitely
it's funny.
tea. Definitely tea.
Okay,
That's very on brand.
brilliant. You all see, as this is ridiculous.
It is.
I'm not gonna be able to find a little thing fast enough for this,
I've
but
seen the
you
hair
see-
do this before, actually. So
seen the hair do this before. You all see as a geyser that shoots 30 feet into the air. For roll a d12, Alice,
okay, let's see, 4.
for 4 rounds. T is going to shoot up for 30
It won't
feet
last that long.
in this geyser.
That's
Spectacular.
not the one I thought it was.
Which one did you think it was?
Well, I didn't know actually. I didn't know that the brown bean would be a tea geyser.
Here
This
is
a
T.
surprise.
Beautiful.
beans usually make coffee, not tea.
That's a great geyser, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Very aesthetic.
And we have our geyser, folks. As you
Yep.
see, Alice take
I
her
don't think
turn.
it does anything. I don't think it
Water's
causes
a thing.
damage to anything.
I mean, hey, you push somebody into that geyser, see what's up.
Okay.
Might be hot.
Heard. Might be hot.
It's shooting 30 feet in the air, and it is tea, so
Mhm.
it could do some stuff. But Alice, anything else with your turn before we move on?
No, I did my bardic inspiration. That was my action.
Okay, I will also let you do another perception or investigation check to see another bean's location.
Watch Paul Bunyan really love tea and just spend their action to drink it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do it.
30
Investigation
feet, that's
for
like a water fountain. It'll just
14.
Mm-hmm.
14. Not great. I'll tell you.
Thanks.
Doot. No, don't move the map, you goon. Where is this guy? There we go. Put that over there.
Okay.
Also, the other side of the X. Okay. There's
Okay.
another Beans location.
Great.
But I chose the one that is like not as good as the other one. There's a third bean that's could be crucial, but 14's not enough to know where that one is.
Okay.
Okay. After Alice, the horseless headsmen are gonna do some shenaniganery. Let me have Zorro and Vanessa dexterity saving throws.
Come on,
There-
baby.
Is their perception really going to beat a 9 in stealth?
21.
This is a what saving throw?
Save. Dex.
21. I rolled an 18 plus 2.
Wait.
Okay, you both only take five
Yo.
fire damage.
You'll love to see it.
As 2 pumpkins are hurled at you, and all you can smell is cinnamon and allspice and fire.
Can we get a blessed by the tea in the chat, folks?
And now it is Paul Bunyan's turn. Paul Bunyan is going to use his special little ability that I have to eventually, to do it again, I need to start rolling some recharge stuff, but he is going to be able to hit, with the exception of Pooh, who is literally inside of him. He is going to swing his axe in an arc. I don't think he'll be able to hit Zorro either, just because he's behind that tree. But he'll be able to hit the tree. Zorro, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
You got it. Go, Zorro.
That's a 5.
Okay. Okay. He. Okay. Alice, he misses you because of your displacement thing. So that's still active this turn. He hits Watson and hits Vanessa. Each of you take 10 points of damage.
Jeez Louise.
And then he goes for Zorro, but doesn't hit Zorro and instead cleaves through this entire tree, knocking it down. Zorro, you take 8 points of damage as you just narrowly are not crushed by a falling tree. So you take some damage, but you're not like trapped by it or anything. Falls on your big toe. But that is Paul Bunyan's turn. Watson, that is your turn.
Well, I'm kind of at like chest level, right? I would like to go into Paul Bunyan through one of the chest holes
Yeah.
to help my friend Pooh. Like, I catch a glimpse of Pooh just going to town on the spine in there, so I figure I'll go in there and give them a hand.
Okay. Flying right past the horseless headsmen. They all see you coming and are all like, oh, shit, don't move. He won't be able to see us if we don't move.
Honestly, I think I am going to go after the horseless headsmen who are throwing bombs at my friends.
We moved. They move a little bit. You see them perfectly.
I mean, they weren't really hidden.
No, that has nothing to do with Sphinxborn, but
Yeah. So I just realized something. I'm a big dum-dum, and I could have taken two attacks last turn.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
True.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to take out 2 of these horseless. I'll do 1 attack on 1 and 1 attack.
Yeah. No doubt.
They're trying to be stealthy and they fart.
That's a 17 on the first one.
That'll hit.
And another 17.
That'll also hit.
Wait, don't we all still have a potion of dragon's breath?
I don't.
Most of us. I think Pooh's the only one who used it.
Gotcha. I just saw
In
it on
the
my
most-
desk. I was like, oh, yeah.
It's 13 damage on the first and 12 damage on the second.
Okay. You managed to take out two out of the three. There's still a third one
Cool.
who's sort of fucking about.
Oh yeah.
But you got two out of the three. Completely decapitate or bisect. It's kind of the same.
Mhm.
Their
These guys.
heads.
Most of their
So
body is their
technically-
head.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They're headsmen.
Mm-hmm. Right. Someone's been listening.
And once again, I stand here with nothing to do on a bonus action because I don't want to waste too many spells. So
I mean, phenomenal fucking turn. Phenomenal
I
turn.
think we'll end it here.
Okay. Vanessa, that is your turn.
Oh wait,
As you
no,
see
I
two
do.
of your
I do have a
team-
bonus action. I'm gonna.
Yep, bring it
I'm
on.
gonna
Come on.
send Sherlock in to help Pooh. Like Sherlock's been following me, so I'll command Sherlock to give Pooh the help action.
We're gonna Voltron into an owlbear.
Incredible.
That's not how this works. It's not how any of this works.
It could.
You just gotta roll.
It could.
Crazy. You guys are gonna freaking Titanfall this guy. Pacific Rim this guy. Okay, amazing.
We are drift compatible.
continue.
That is canon.
So Vanessa, you see that some of your teammates are fighting off the the horseless headsman inside of the rib cage of this giant zombie. And you see that he is incredibly hurt.
Okay. Question. For 2 attacks, does it have to be melee to be 2 attacks?
No, you could do
I
2
can-
range attacks.
Well, like
Or a
like,
melee and a range.
like a potion and an attack?
No.
No.
Unfortunately, drinking of the potion is your action. When you take the attack action, that's where you get the extra attack and like 2 different attacks and stuff like that.
Okay. She's going to bonus action go into hybrid form.
Okay.
Just because she's not entirely sure what's going to happen with this thing, and she's going to say, fuck it, let's see what this does, and she's going to throw it back, and I think it's a DC 15 dex.
Yes. Roll d6 just to see
They're
what
flipping
type
through
of
their
damage.
notes. Justin's flipping through their notes.
I'm a little terrified to ask, but what about the people inside? I'm gonna do it.
Well, my
It's a
other
30-foot
attack.
cone.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's okay.
God heal.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no.
a lot.
It's okay.
Exactly,
Watson's
2
gotta
uses.
heal.
Yeah, we're good. Please
What's the
do
worst
this
that could
because this
happen?
is
Another
sick.
fight.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Unheard of.
Okay, 2 is acid damage.
Hey, twins.
Okay,
Fir-
we're gonna do it, and then we're gonna heal everybody.
Wait,
that's fine.
can't she just angle it
First-
so that she's not hitting us?
Like right
I
on
can-
the
I can
feet.
go for
Just
a
go for the
speed.
toes.
I can go for his feet, take out his ankle. melt his
It's a 30-foot cone, so like it's gonna be really hard to totally miss all of it because 30 feet even up is gonna take his whole body in.
But like, what if the line?
You'd have to
went
like only hit his arm,
this way?
maybe.
Well, they're inside, so they're technically inside a protective cavity.
That has
There's a
openings,
barrier.
though.
There's a right.
I love the hustle.
Speaking,
I love
There
the
it is.
hustle.
I love it.
There-
I'm
we
here
need a
for
There
dex
it
save
is.
from everybody, right? Everybody needs a dex save.
it. Ooh,
It's
there's a third
possible.
head.
It's possible. I'll let you angle it in such a way to not hit your friends. It's fine.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good. And so I need whoever's gonna do a dex save to do a dex save. So
He fails.
fabulous. So let's roll this acid damage.
Just
Oh,
like bending the bullet on that one movie.
God. I love them.
Except it's a
20.
cone of acid. It's
Yeah.
hard to bend.
It-
23? Okay.
it's Watson instead of Angelina Jolie.
It comes out of her mouth. She can like spit. She's like throwing like she's spitting where she wants to. So gross. So gross.
Okay.
All right, bonus action.
Vanessa, you see as you blast half of the giant undead with this acid breath that he begins to crumble. This acid seems to seep into all of the joints and the crevices in between muscle and bone that are keeping him standing up. Describe to us how you kill Paul Bunyan.
She just sees everybody doing all of this crazy shenanigans, and she's like, "No, we're done. We need to be done." And so she's like, "I don't know what this thing does. We're gonna risk it." And she literally like spits it out. I know it's like a breath, but I feel like it would with it like liquid, like because it's acid. It would just be like a spit, a spit from her all over. Sorry. So gross. I'm so sorry. And yeah.
Incredible. As you destroy the foundation of this Paul Bunyan figure, and he comes crashing down, falling like the trees that he has felled over years and years of being a lumberjack. On the inside, Watson and Pooh, and technically Sherlock is in there also.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
all begin to feel the unease as your stomachs kind of rise to the top as you begin entering a strange free fall, like being in an elevator where the line has been cut. What do you do as you are falling?
Pooh, grab my hand! And I'm gonna reach
Um.
out to grab Pooh and attempt to kind of, I know I can't fly with them, but just kind of try to hover out the chest hole as his body falls.
Okay,
Absolutely.
this sounds unhinged, but as Pooh grabs, as a bonus action, can they weapon bond and then try to like cut through as the honey stick shows back up in Pooh's hand, and the glaive can just kind of like, since there's extra reach, kind of cut an opening above us?
So many things are happening. I'm gonna say Watson, make a strength check or athletics, and then Pooh, go ahead and make an attack roll at disadvantage.
But Sherlock's still helping though.
So straight roll.
Yeah. Yeah, we're drift compatible.
Oh no.
Somewhere in the distance, Charlie Hunnam says kaiju, and it sounds so good.
See, I should have saved that 15 for this. Oh boy. Actually, it's still not terrible. It's an 11. Wait, athletics? Yeah.
Okay. Pooh.
28, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you take 3 points of damage.
Okay. Fair.
Seems reasonable.
Fair. Yeah.
You have fallen inside. Yeah, you are inside of the chest cavity of a giant that has fallen on its face.
That's the only damage Pooh has taken this whole combat.
That's why.
But as the body comes and falls on the ground, a earth-shattering crash is heard throughout the Thousand Acre Woods, and for a moment, the rest of you are that very stereotypical thing that happens at the end of certain like anime and stuff, where you're just seeing this giant kaiju that has fallen, and you're just going, "No, where's Watson? Where's Pooh?" And then slowly, you just hear the slicing of skin as the honey stick stabs through, and you see Pooh and Watson emerge
What the fuck?
like the movie Alien, as they have carved themselves out of this corpse, and you all are left there with a dead Paul Bunyan.
I think Pooh does.
Pooh is unfortunately very, very distracted as the second they touch down, they're going to try to go look for any remnants or remains of Christopher Robin.
That is a good point. Oh boy. I just rolled 3 d20s. None of them were above a 10, and one of them was a nat 1. Pooh Bear,
no.
you find Christopher Robin coughing up blood and is seconds away, milliseconds away from death.
Yeah, don't give
I
me
want you
seconds.
to... Huh?
I said, don't give me seconds. Don't give me whole seconds. I'll be there.
Right.
I'll be there.
We'll
I got,
be there.
Period.
I got spells. Right.
I'm
got
going to say...
clues.
Less than
Pooh.
6 seconds away from death.
I want you to roll his final death save.
Me?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Come on,
Just a
Pooh.
d20. Oh,
That's so
good.
mean. I love it. I know.
Good. Think about how much better it makes me feel, though.
As a player, I'm pissed, but like as someone that's a DM, that fucks, and I have to reconcile with that in such a way.
It's like a nat 20
That's
and nat 1 in your
powerful.
heart.
That's
Come
not
on.
the DMG.
It is.
You got it.
15, baby.
A 15.
15.
Okay. In this split second, I'm gonna move some people around.
Yeah, Pooh is gonna like just on all fours just run over and kind of like lay down on their belly, give out a sad little bear roar, and start licking on their cheek.
Okay. He, the way that this would break down with, it was just Vanessa's turn. Pooh and Watson got to do a ton of stuff. Zorro or Alice, can either of you heal the Christopher Robin?
Yeah, I can cure wounds.
Okay.
I also
Alice
have Song of
rushes
Rest, if
over.
you would let me do that now.
You would have to keep rolling death saves because it would take a full hour for the short rest.
Okay, so cure wounds. I run over and I put my hand on his chest, and I give him 4 health back.
Hell yeah. Oh, plus your charisma too.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
it didn't add that in.
1d8 plus charisma.
Yep, you're right. So it's a 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Better.
Good old CR is back up to 9 hit points. Practically full for him. And he's just a normal ass guy.
Just a guy.
Just a guy.
He's just
a
a
guy.
normal ass
Can't
guy with
say
a
it
bunch
enough.
of
He's
stuffed
just-
animal friends. Pooh, you see your friend your new friend Alice has rushed over. Others also making their way over to do what they can. You know, Vanessa had some healing, probably would have made her way over.
Yep.
Watson was offering. Zorro is hiding behind a tree. He's got a 9. I
Zorro-
don't know if you'll be able to see him.
Zorro definitely ran over to finish off
I'm
the horseman.
The-
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
last head.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
one more.
just the last
horseless
headsman.
headsman.
Just peeks inside the cavern and just goes.
Just in the distance, you see the like flash, of the,
Right.
like shot go off.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where like the camera keeps doing that dun 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 and is showing each character's face being like rushing towards Christopher Robin with their healing, about to heal Christopher Robin, but when it goes to Zorro, he's faced the other way, stabbing a horseless headsman.
He's got the revolver pillow, just keeping it moving.
Pillow. Oh my
Don't want to
God.
disturb the moment. Trying to keep it quiet with the Eldritch Blast.
Very demure.
God, that's funny. Okay. Well, with that, Christopher Robin has returned. Paul Bunyan is taken care of. The horseless headsman dispatched. Now we move on to Kim Moriarty.
Hmm.
Are we doing anything in preparation for that, knowing that time is of the essence and they are at least 200 feet north? All right.
Can I?
Pooh is like
10
like
minutes?
yeah, Pooh's gonna pick up Christopher Robin in like both of their arms, and like still in this moment, kind of instinctively like roar, roar, just like a Chewbacca kind of like bear talk for like a quick second, and then finally like Christopher, are you okay?
Oh, Pooh, buddy. I'm pretty sure some of my ribs are broken,
Oh,
but I'm fine. I'm alive. What
thank
happened?
Oh, don't you worry. There was a. You might have gotten stepped on a little bit, but as long as you're alive, that's all that matters.
Oh my god. That was terrible. That was honestly awful. I hate adventure and fighting, and this is too much for me. It's very intense. I'm not
Just
cut
like-
out for this Pooh Bear.
And is gonna caress Christopher's like face and cast prestidigitation to just help clean up Christopher. He's like, it's okay. Here, take Eeyore with you, and if there's any trouble around you, just he can come out and he can help you.
Okay, I'll take Eeyore. Where
You're
are you
not
gonna
alone. Someone's fucking up the honey, and I have to go fix that.
Christopher Robin stares off in the middle distance. My god. Not the honey.
Not the honey.
The honey.
Puts a hand on your shoulder. Do what you must.
I will. I'll see you on the other side, my good friend.
Yes. Through those golden arches. Made of honey. And he heads off.
All right.
Go
Team,
ahead.
I feel like we need to come together, have a little group meeting for a second. So, yeah, huddle.
Huddle.
I didn't even say to huddle, but everyone starts putting arm. Oh, okay, but all right.
Who has 10 feet of reach because they're playing a bugbear, but still a bear nonetheless. So like grabs everyone and just like is able to get around.
Hey, oh, this is tight. Listen,
It's our scheduled
We've
group
all-
hug, 4:15. We talked about this.
it is our scheduled group hug. We've come a long way.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear the caterpillar being like,
Over
shit,
there."
I'm late.
We have to do what we can to stop this. So, I can cast invisibility before we go in on 2 people. I can do what I do best, stall for time. Someone goes in for a big opening attack. But since we're dealing with Moriarty, expect shenanigans.
I'm gonna look at Zorro and just be like, "Don't do it on me. I want to see her come. I want her to see me coming."
Fair enough.
She's probably thought about a lot of this already. I think we should split up the artifacts just for safety's sake.
Safety. Yeah.
And I'm going to pull out the library card, and I think because Vanessa, you mainly do range stuff, I'm going to hand it to you because I'm usually on the front.
Inside pocket.
Yes.
Vanessa, as you grab the library card from Watson and feel it for the first time, as you put it into an inner pocket, you feel a tremendous amount of magic flowing off of this item. And it all seems to be related to stories and information.
Whoa.
All right. Vanessa, Alice, you 2 want to be invisible?
Do
I
it.
think so.
Perfect.
Would we have
Watson?
at least 10 minutes here in this group circle, Justin?
It's up to you guys. If you guys are looking to take that long, you absolutely could, in theory.
I think we should take
So-
about 10 minutes and decompress. We've been through a lot. I would like to play you some music, if you wouldn't mind. And I take out my viola and I stand in the center of the circle and I play you some very sad minor chord songs that is oddly inspiring, and I will use my inspiring leader feat to grant you all 15 temporary hit points.
Oh, baby.
Damn.
Playing Bittersweet Symphony, huh?
Let's
I think that
roll,
was
baby.
worth the wait.
Bittersweet
Vanessa's
symphony.
heal herself. Vanessa needs some healing. She took some damage, so I'm gonna do healing hands on myself.
Cool.
And
Awesome.
then also,
Awesome.
am I able to dig up the bean
You
that
mother.
I know location of?
You can dig up the beans. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
We're
senzu
not gonna come
bean.
back here, right? Like we're not gonna be back in this area again.
You don't think so?
Okay.
Very
I'll dig 'em up
unlikely.
then.
You find another one too.
Okay, great.
Boop boop boop. Layer. Token layer. 2 beans.
So I have 2 beans.
Yes.
Yes.
2 beans. And then we move on as I move the battle map to our next location. As you all finish this mini rest, if you will, receive some temporary hit points from a sad song, do some healing, get yourselves prepared for the next battle ahead as you storm forward through the Thousand Acre Woods, eventually passing through a almost tangible force field. You can feel it as you pass through, that sort of whomp sound as you come on the other side, and you see a small clearing in the trees. This clearing in the trees leads way to some zombie foot soldiers sort of blocking the way a little bit. And I'll put the little things on people's tokens to let me know that they're invisible and who's concentrating on spells and all that jazz. But you guys are all kind of at the bottom of the screen. I put a little just larger picture of what Kim Moriarty looks like. Watson, it's been a very long time since you've seen her. She looks way different from the last time you saw her, where she was a normal human woman. And now she appears to have gone full tiefling, purple blue skin, massive horns coming out of her head, these terrible black and red wings, as she is wielding a massive bladed, almost like a scimitar blade that is connected to a huge chain with spikes, and she is whipping that around as she has taken flight. Behind her, you see what you believe to be the final artifact of the prophecy, as you see Pooh, quite possibly the largest honey pot you have ever seen. It could fit all 5 of you in it. Connected to it is one massive helium red balloon. But Pooh, you can see it from here with your Pooh honey vision and smell. Sort of your own blood hunter in that way, a honey hunter, if you will.
I'm a honey hunter.
You can see that the honey jar is full.
Oh no!
Oh, Pooh. Oh, no.
Somebody grab Pooh.
And so
Pooh,
what
take a
that
breath,
means
take a
is you think back to the item that you received in the very first episode, right out of the treasure chest. How heavy is honey and helium? And it would appear that right now, looking at this hot air balloon, the honey is heavier than the helium, and that is why it is on the ground currently. And so in order to make it fly, you need to eat a ton of honey.
But
Pooh,
well,
this is the moment
okay,
you've been waiting
so-
for. You've been training for this your whole
No,
life.
Eat the honey.
No, Taylor. This is how it works. You eat the honey and it gets lighter.
The
yes,
mass
the honey
goes
goes
away.
inside
It's
of your
just
body
gone.
and blah, blah, blah,
Obvious,
and the
yes.
law of
Right,
conservation
right.
of energy. I'm well aware.
You
of
need to
the law.
understand
That's not what we're doing here.
whose tummy counts as hammer space if we're gonna think about it in that
Fair.
way.
Yes. So if all 5 of you, granted, one of you can fly, but if all 5 of you or 4 wanted
Well, I can fly
to
when it counts.
be in this thing as it is flying, you need to eat your own weight in honey so that the helium balloon can pick you up.
Well,
I
Pooh
got
can eat
it.
our weight in honey, right?
It's certainly
Easily.
going to be a challenge. It's certainly going to be a challenge, even
Pooh,
for
we'll
Pooh
cover
Bear.
you.
I
Because
need
it
to.
is so much honey so fast.
I need the party and the audience to know, for everyone to know, canonically, this is beyond just me. Winnie the Pooh actually exercises, and the only reason that they exercise is so that they can eat more.
Naturally.
They do their little calisthenics.
Makes a ton of sense.
Mhm.
All right,
Calisthenics, exactly.
Before,
But with that,
Same.
let's hit a break.
Okay. Did
Let's
have
hit
some-
this break so that we can come back and take on Moriarty
Pooh, you got
and
this.
then see what happens with the end of the prophecy.
Ooh, I'm
Mhm.
excited.
Gosh.
Sharp.
Be a cool to join the
Dun,
sky.
dun, dun.
All right.
Yes. But we'll be back.
Goodbye. There's a reason people fear the dark. The inky blackness hides the unknown. Fear can send a person to their most primal state, cause panic, and blank the mind. Fear drives the need for escape. In some, it drives the need for knowledge, for in knowing, some solace can be found. For those, the only recourse is to delve deeper. So You Want to Be a DM presents What Lies in the Darkness.
Hey gang, did you know we have a Patreon now? Well, we do. In the episode description, you'll find the link. We have 3 different tiers available with all kinds of extra access or content. For example, you could have listened to this episode already, or you could get access to bonus action, our extra episodes where we talk about stuff like favorite spells, monsters, we go over multi-class builds, homebrew material, and more. And that's not all, because there's going to be more and more stuff coming out as So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master continues to grow. So go check it out, and then come back and finish this episode. Welcome back, gang. And the gang's all here. So, last we left off, our literary legends were fighting against an undead, gigantic Paul Bunyan. Inside of the mighty beast were a bunch of horseless headsmen who were throwing pumpkin grenades. Luckily, as the team worked together, they easily dispatched this giant, although taking a little bit of damage along the way, managed to heal up on their way to track down Kim Moriarty, who has appeared as a devilish flying creature. And currently, Zorro is concentrating on invisibility as Alice and Vanessa are both invisible. And that's kind of where we're at. Taylor, you said you wanted to do something?
So 2 things. Zora, how many hit points how many hit points are you missing? So I had to ask as soon as you ate.
13.
13? Okay. I'm going to give you all of those back with lay on hands.
Watson. My goodness, after my own heart.
And I'm going to use my channel divinity, the Watcher's Will, to give all of us advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws for the next minute.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Okay. So all the mental stats.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. Intelligence, wisdom, charisma, you all have advantage on those saving throws specifically. Not checks, just saving throws.
Does anybody else need
Huge.
healing as far as like a handful? I've got 27 lay on hands left.
Me.
What
I
need?
do. Let's see. What's 120 minus 6 that I can't get back? That puts me at what? 112, and I'm at 88.
Oof. All right, I'll
Give me what you got.
I'll cast a spell for that.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about the 3 missing HP that I have, but it puts me down to 143, so I think I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, it was like, it would make a lot of sense for Paul Bunyan to hit himself as trying to hit Pooh, but you guys were doing so much damage, I was like, he can't even afford extra damage to himself. Like, it's like, Pooh's just not gonna get hit. Incredible. So, a ton of healing is dished out, and we are at the top of the round. You see 4 zombies kind of blocking the way a little bit. As you see, Kim Moriarty is hovering about like 10 feet in the air, like nothing too crazy. As she is swinging around this like huge chain that has like spikes on it, and at the end of it is this gnarly looking curved blade. And with that, Winnie the Pooh, that is your turn.
Vortex Warp on Kim Moriarty.
Incredible. It's a con save, right?
Yes.
She will succeed with a 24.
Silver Barbs.
She still succeeds with an 18.
Damn. Okay. Who's gonna take the advantage? And is going to, let's see here. Oh, that is the grabbing tool. I want to use the ruler. Yeah. They're just gonna bonus action dash charging past all these people. So they're probably gonna stick to the right. So probably only provoking 2 attacks of opportunity. Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess it depends if you're hitting this square in between these two guys, or if you
over
go
here.
that way. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just like a zigzag. They're gonna, because Pooh's gonna go like on all fours and then just start kind of just fully just taking off. That's what kind of like the cunning. Yeah, I think the cunning action dash would look a lot like that of just charging ahead, full weight.
What's your AC, Pooh?
17.
17. Okay, one of them hits.
Okay.
One misses. Take 5 points of damage.
Okay. That's it for Pooh.
Okay. After Pooh is Zorro. Zorro, concentrating on invisibility for your friends. You see the zombies, you see Kim Moriarty, and you see the vehicle that's meant to soar above the clouds.
Yes. So these trees that are on the side here, can we go through those, or are they like difficult terrain?
You absolutely can go through them.
Okay. So
I think it wouldn't be difficult terrain. You would be able to get your way around it.
okay. Well, if that's the case, then I will go. I have 60 feet of movement with my boots, so I will move all the way up to the top of this little ridge here, and then I'll fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at Moriarty as I
Go for it.
summon my spectral revolver.
Heck yeah.
First one is a 15 to hit.
15 will miss.
And that's even worse. That's a 14.
Okay. 2 Eldritch Blasts just go wide as this flying creature manages to dip and dodge and duck and dodge
And then
out of the way.
can I use the remainder of my movement to try to hide in this bush?
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
Come on, die, don't fail me now. Son of a bitch! That's a 2 again on my stealth check. So again, that's a 9 on stealth.
I love how non-sneaky Zorro is.
Okay.
Thornbush.
It's because you hurt your toe.
Yeah, that's really what it was. That's it in my turn.
Incredible. You do think that she may have spotted you.
I think my hat is sticking out.
After Zorro, Alice, that is your turn. You are invisible. Go for it.
Okay, I want to run between the first 2 zombies, and as
Yes.
I'm running, right in that spot, I will drop my bag of beans, and let my 2 or 3 beans spill out,
Okay.
and they're gonna explode. So those 2 have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Amazing.
Get beamed, losers.
Get as in
Flippin'
beam.
bean.
Flippin' beamed, dude.
The one on the right saves, but the other one fails.
Okay.
That's not very bean of them.
Gonna take half the damage. They don't honor the bean. These 2.
I will
They're real-
silvery barbs on the one
There we
that succeeded.
Now it fails.
Great. Okay. So they will.
Who are you
take-
giving advantage to?
I will give it to Watson. And
Roger
it
that.
does 5d4 fire damage, and if they are flammable, they ignite.
They are not flammable.
Would we not say because they're zombies that their skin is dry, therefore they would
I
be
know.
flammable?
It says
Actually, the
ignites
gases
flammable
produced at death.
objects that aren't
Yeah.
being worn or carried.
So that's 9 fire damage to them.
You have to consider the lack of skincare routine that a zombie has.
And
9 fire. Got it.
I'll use the rest of my movement to move up to this one in the top left in front of me there. And I will also inspire Vanessa this time. Do you still have... I don't think...
I still have from last time, yeah.
Well, we did canonically wait 10 minutes. So
Yeah,
that would be
yeah.
gone now.
Okay.
So I'll give it back to you.
Thank you.
And that's my turn. I'm silently
Okay,
standing in
Alice.
front of this zombie and he doesn't know it.
Okay.
Devastating.
Amazing.
Does that
Yeah,
break
we'll
your
count.
invisibility?
We're gonna count the dropping of beans because of the way that it's worded. It's a little confusing. I could see it being ruled either way, that it would break invisibility, but I could also see a DM like myself saying "fuck it," and it does
I
not
just
break
open the
constant.
bag as I run by and they just fall out. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Let's do it.
Weird little dirt balls or something. Who knows?
Let's
Where
party
did
on.
all these beans come from?
Yeah, just a bunch
Whoa.
of beans. That's all it is. So the beans fall, they explode into fire, and these first 2 zombies are looking very, very hurt, but still up. After Alice are the zombies. Now, the zombies don't know Alice is
Yeah.
there.
Or Vanessa.
Period.
Or Vanessa.
Yeah, that's fine. Bring it on. Come on, bring it on.
This was a strategic choice.
Yes.
This was true.
Yeah.
It's certainly not that I rolled really low on initiative and I'm kind of...
Oops. That's wrong.
I was like, a cone attack? Oh no.
That is the wrong shape. Oops. Okay. This one, yeah, he's definitely gonna go. Alice, it would break your invisibility, but you could, in theory, take a attack of
Opportunity
opportunity.
attack?
Yeah,
On
your
a
call.
zombie?
Nah,
I actually think one of these is gonna go this way. Also, I forgot Pooh was up there.
I shan't.
Okay. So that's 2 attacks on Watson. Hey, straight up, neither of those hit. 2 attacks on Pooh. One of those is gonna hit.
I'm devastated. I'm gonna die.
No.
7 points of damage, Pooh.
That's it. Curtains. I'm just kidding. That doesn't even pop
And
the
now-
temporary HP.
Now it is Moriarty's turn. Moriarty is going to take a strike at Pooh. That will hit. And then on their second attack, so their first attack, she's swinging this chained sword, and it
Okay.
hits you, Pooh. And then for her second attack, instead of swinging the sword again, she reaches out towards your shadow and starts trying to do crazy magic. I need a charisma saving throw, which you have advantage on because of Watson's thing.
Jolly good show, Watson.
16.
16 saves. You take 16 points of cold damage from the blade.
Ouch.
And the second attack does nothing as you see her try to rend your shadow from your body and control it. But she is not successful in this moment, and that is her turn. After Moriarty is Watson.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to fly up and over these yahoos.
Okay, they will both get both of them miss.
Score. All right.
Yeah, they're just gonna like midair embrace and kiss Moriarty.
I-
Watson.
am gonna kind of call out to her a little bit and be like, Kimberly, what have you done to yourself? And then I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on her.
Oh, incredible.
Oh,
Nice.
That's a classic.
Love to see Moonbeam.
Get
Moonbeam.
mooned, loser.
Get freaking mooned, dude.
So it's a Constitution saving throw, please. 17.
Con save. Roger that. And it's like, it only affects the square that she's in, right?
Yeah, it's a 5 foot wide, 5 foot diameter cylinder. It's a 5 foot radius cylinder. Yeah. That'd be.
So it's just her square, or is it affecting every square around her?
If it's gonna affect everything around her, I'm gonna put it next
I'll
to her. I'll just push it off to the side. It's
5 foot radius, so I think that just
yeah. But technically, it would be 5 foot diameter if it was just the square that she was in. Because each square is 5 foot by 5 foot. But
5 foot radius, centered on a point within range.
The moonbeam affects the 4 squares that touch the intersection of 15 foot radius.
Yeah. So, yeah, if that's the case, then I'm going to put it where I'm not going to hit Pooh.
Get me, because then you can get the zombies too.
Good.
Freaking moon
If I
him, dude.
cast it on the middle zombie, I get all 3, right?
Mm-hmm. Theoretically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So, actually, all 3 of them need to make Constitution save.
Okay. Okay. Moriarty saves.
Okay.
Zombies. 1 saves, 1 fails.
All right. Oh man, what garbage damage.
Who rolled an unwashed 20?
An unwashed 20. Okay. So it's really not that bad. 5 damage on a fail. 2 damage on a pass.
Oh, ouchies.
Yeah, it's not great.
The little moon's fart.
Not great. Burned my highest spell slot on that. I've got one. I
You
still
can
got
move
1
it
left.
now, right? At the end of your next turn, you can move it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
We're not totally lost.
Okay. Incredible. Awesome. Watson, that is your action and some of your movement. Anything else?
All of my movement, and then I'm going to. Oh, I need my boy Sherlock.
Thought I put him on this map too. Maybe I forgot. Okay.
The second half of Voltron, you mean?
That is basically kind of what it is. Sherlock, as I'm like in the air, Sherlock perches behind my neck and then also flies.
A biblically accurate Watson.
Yeah, biblically accurate Watson. Exactly. It's not what you think. It's not what you think it is. If you actually read the books, this is actually what it says.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to get him to give me the help action for my next turn.
Cool. Awesome. And don't forget you have advantage for your next D20 roll from Alice also.
Okay.
From Silvery. Somebody did Silvery Barbs.
That's right. Okay.
Okay. After Watson, Vanessa, that is your turn.
All right, so Vanessa's still invisible, and she's gonna take care of these 2 over here. If I move over 1, would I still have line of sight on the one on the left?
Yeah.
Okay, I just need to move away so I can shoot them with my crossbow. And I think it's working now. It was working now.
So, remember, so your first attack would be an advantage because you're invisible.
Because it's sneaky.
Yeah.
Yep.
5, 14. 14 for the first.
That'll hit a zombie.
Okay. And then the second one was 12 plus 9, but that's for the advantage roll. And then Let's do the second attack on the one on the right. So the first one I hit was the one on the left, and then this will be the one on the right.
Got it.
17 plus 9, whatever that math
That'll
is.
hit.
Right type. Will it give me damage on here? Alrighty. Oh, and my Crimson Right is still active because that will stay active until a rest. So that'll be the 1d6 of lightning damage because I put lightning on it right here.
Nice.
Incredible. Yeah, as static electricity crackles in the air as you strike against these two zombies with your hand crossbow or some kind of crossbow.
Ooh, yeah, light crossbow, whatever that is. The first one's going to be 8 piercing damage and 6 lightning damage.
Okay.
The second one's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11 piercing and 5 lightning.
Yeah.
For the one on the right.
You take out both of these zombies.
Got him. And then she just meanders the rest of her movement forward. I moved over 1, so 5, 10, 15, 20. What's my movement? 30? I have 45, baby.
Nice.
Ooh, you'll love to see it.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I'm going to be right up on the business.
Hell yes.
All she's going to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. At the end of Vanessa's turn, Moriarty's going to take a legendary action and strike out against Pooh again.
What the
The
frick?
only person within range.
I didn't even do anything.
Yet.
Business.
Pooh, you take 18 points of damage. Of cold damage. And now it is your turn.
What a cold-hearted person, honestly.
She also would respond to you, Watson, when you said, Kim, what have you done to yourself? She looks up at you. She has on like goggles that have like some almost mirror reflective glass on them, the kind of things you would wear for like some hardcore machinery work. And she just smiles and kind of laughs a little bit at your observation. And she says, "What? You don't like the new me? Well, it's a little late for that, my old friend." And then slashes out at Pooh. And Pooh, that is your turn.
You said she's 10 feet in the air?
Yeah.
That's nothing. That's nothing to a bear. That's nothing to Pooh. Pooh is going to go ahead and reach out and reach their 2 paws right around the throat of Kim Moriarty and drag her down.
Grapple check, I assume?
Oh, yes. And if I'm not mistaken, because of my every bobs, that's done with advantage.
It sure is, buddy. It sure is.
Can she beat a 28?
She cannot. She is grappled. Did I say 10 feet? She's 1,000 feet up.
No.
Actually,
10
Is
billion
what I meant to
feet.
say. I'm so sorry. Alex,
legendary
I'm so sorry.
reaction
I meant
flies
1,000. No, this is good. This is good and this is fine. That's why she
And a
has
grapple.
legendary actions.
A grapple counts as a melee attack, so
Yes,
We're
you
gonna
have at
extra
least
attack.
one more. Yes.
Smash her head into the ground, Pooh.
Smash.
Brick.
I wish. I know.
Brick out.
WWA.
Bring out the
God.
brick. Eat the brick. Eat the brick.
Did can someone roll the tape back a couple episodes? the brick from the Mad Hatter. I'm pretty sure Pooh did.
Oh, I don't know if it was explicitly said that you took the brick back. I just finished editing that episode fairly recently. I don't remember it explicitly being mentioned. Roll a
Can I
d20
roll?
and call odds or evens.
Hey,
I'm gonna
come
call odds 11.
on, baby.
You have a brick.
Perfect. Just what
This
he
is why
needs.
So
we love
yeah.
you, Justin. You let us
Just-
have fun.
around the throat, bringing Moriarty down, and with like just the most simplest of ease, reaches into a little tuft of hair right around the hip of Pooh and pulls out a little damaged, a couple of chunks missing, a yellow brick from the yellow brick road, as Pooh just kind of gently goes right behind the ear of Kim Moriarty and says, "It's gonna be better if you just bite into this. It's gonna hurt either way."
Brutal.
And is going to go in with the great axe. Grapple doesn't give advantage. It's the other one.
No.
Restrained.
Yeah,
That's
they're
right.
Restrained, yeah.
It's okay. That's okay. That's a nat 20.
Incredible. The
Oh my
pause
God,
there
Lou.
was so
Oh my
misleading.
God. You bring those in clutch right when you need them.
Amazing. Go ahead and roll
We
double
love this
dice.
Okay.
There.
Make
God.
it count, Boo. Make it count.
It's gonna be 14 damage total. Unfortunately, rolled pretty low on the dice.
Incredible. You do your best to slash out at this flying creature that's being grappled, so no longer is flying. And with a brick in their mouth, you slash out at them, and maybe a tooth gets broken in the process or something, but she seems fine for the most part, but didn't love that. She doesn't seem pleased with how
She
things
just took-
are going.
A bear
She
with
just
a
took a
brick.
curb stomp to the face,
A
so I can
bear
imagine
with
that's
a
not
brick.
great.
Pretty big.
This is a sequel
Uh,
to
Portable
Cocaine Bear.
curb stomp.
Curb stomp
Yeah,
bear.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Mordenkainen's
Wild.
portable curb stomp. That's what I cast.
Goodness gracious.
The only types of
Okay.
spells a barbarian knows.
That is Pooh's turn. Zorro, you are up with Alice on deck.
So she's now at ground level, right?
Yeah.
Because the grapple. Perfect. So seeing that, draws a Z, casts my Hexblade's Curse. I still have my concentration up on invisibility. So Alice, you're still chilling, by the way. And then Zorro goes, "All right, showtime." And I already measured it out. It's going to cost me 45 feet of movement to get to the opposite side of Moriarty. So going straight ahead is, yeah. So it's like straight ahead's 20, diagonal 5, 10, 15, and then an extra 20. So
Okay. Are you touching that moonbeam at all?
no, so I counted it out to go around. So it's costing
Okay.
me extra movement to go around.
Gotcha.
Speaking of Moonbeam,
I did it
in
wrong.
there. So 26.
Yeah, technically it's supposed to
Yeah,
happen when they
the
start their
turn.
turn.
So 26 passes, but I think you still take the damage.
Mhm.
But since we
Okay.
already did it
Cool.
this past turn, we did it all at once when I cast it. Should we just start it on my next turn? Start doing it. Everybody starts their turn.
Up to you.
I'll keep track of it, but
Okay.
I think that's because I've technically already dealt damage to everything in that radius this turn.
Yeah. So
Okay, so this will count retroactively towards that damage.
Yes.
Then. Okay.
Roger that. Okay, cool. All right, Zorro, you
We're good.
use most of your movement. You dash over there.
Yeah,
What's up?
so I use 45 of the 60 feet of movement. Hexblade Curse is up. I'm going to be in flanking and take 2 attacks at advantage and say, "Perfect timing. Teamwork makes a dream work." And then just start stabbing. Right, just going for the ribs. First one, 2 18s. First one's going to be a 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
I rolled a 19. That's a crit.
Yes.
Since Hexblade's Curse is up.
Hell yes.
So,
I love
for
this
the
for you.
non-crit, that's
Exactly what we needed.
10, 14 points of piercing damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And then for the second attack, which is the crit, that's 19 points of piercing damage for just the base of the sword. Now I gotta roll 66 for the sneak attack.
Jesus Christ.
This is top tier Zorro for us right now.
28 points of sneak damage.
Ooh, buddy.
That is a lot.
Ooh, that gave me chills. That was
That
so
is a
good.
ton.
So yeah, it's just going in and then just going for anything squishy in the abdomen and going in between ribs. And then with that, I will use my remaining 10, 15 feet of movement to go over here.
Okay, cool.
And since I'm a swashbuckler,
oh yeah,
she does not get any reaction.
It's built-in mobile.
Good to
It's
know.
built in
Good to
mobile.
know.
Amazing.
That's huge.
And then it's
Oh wow, and you're just outside her reach. She was going to legendary action and hit Zorro, but Zorro is 5 feet too far. As you see that she has incredible reach with this chained weapon, but cannot hit Zorro, and so will hit Winnie the Pooh again, being the only person in range. That is an 18 to hit Pooh.
Please hold. Silvery barbs.
Okay.
Yep.
That is a 16 to hit.
Does not. And I will
Okay.
give myself advantage.
All right, roger that. After that is Alice's turn.
Okay, I'm still invisible. I'm gonna use this opportunity.
She's looking
to cast.
fucked, by the way.
Great. I love to hear that because I'm gonna cast.
I mean, that was almost 7, like so much damage in one.
That was a
turn.
lot.
That was
Dude, Zorro
insane.
just did so much damage to her. That's what I needed him.
The 19 critical was clutch.
is beautiful.
Yeah,
So I
61
kind of,
points of damage.
I can see Pooh right so close to the honey. I know that they need to get there and start eating their weight in honey. We need to clear this path
Yes,
for
yes.
them. I kind of whisper to myself while holding my belly, "There's a rumbling in my tummy." And I learned this one from Pooh, but I will now cast Vitriolic Spear at 5th level. So,
Damn.
that's gonna hit Pooh, but I'm gonna have it
That's
hit everybody
okay.
in that circle. It's 20-foot radius.
God damn.
And everybody will have to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's crazy. Okay, cool. Amazing. I honestly think the zombies. It's a dex save. Oh yeah, the zombies fail. Okay. Kim Moriarty saves, but I don't know if it's gonna matter.
Well, it's half of 33, so 17.
Okay,
I
both those zombies are toast. That's easy
Yeah,
peasy.
good.
Let's just have them disappear.
I mean, silvery
half of
barbs.
33 is 16.
Yeah. Silvery barbs. Let's go.
Yeah, I get one a day, you know, for the kids at home, you know. Do it for the
A
kids.
16.
That is a fail. Let's go. Hell yeah.
For personal
33
reasons, what is the DC actually? Because I rolled an 18.
acid damage. It's 17.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah. So half for you, Pooh. Okay, so it's 33 acid damage, but since she failed, there's a little extra spice that we get to throw in. So at the end of her turn, the end of her next turn, she'll also take an additional 5d4 acid damage if she makes it that long.
Yeah.
Brutal. I can tell you right now that you don't have to worry about that secondary effect. As Alice, you summon a sphere made of acid, and it traps Kim Moriarty inside of it as she dissolves to death.
Oh, shit!
I want to point out that this is the third enemy we have like messed up
Thrown
with
up on
acid
to death.
damage. Yes.
Throw it up with that.
Threw up to death.
I threw up.
Let me have everyone, as we have essentially taken out everyone on the field, let me have everyone make perception checks to overhear Kim Moriarty's dying words.
Okay. Would we say, since Pooh is still grappling, that there might be a built-in advantage on that?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say no on this.
That's fair. She does have a brick in her mouth.
She has a brick in her mouth. She's dissolving in a ball of acid. You're raging still from before with Christopher Robin's whole situation. There's too much going on.
From my silver
That's fair.
I was gonna ask you that. Yeah, thank you for reminding yourself.
I got a 13.
I got a 21.
Are we in? Is anybody in Watson's aura?
This is a check. This isn't a saving throw.
Oh, fine.
13.
I didn't want it anyways.
1, 3.
I got a 10.
Got it.
No way. I got a 13 too.
Wow, 3
Lucky.
13s.
3 13s. What does this
So
mean?
Wow.
The numbers.
This is
Numbers
actually
makes it.
incredibly poetic that only Watson is able to hear this as his mortal enemy is killed before his eyes. As the brick dissolves and she is able to say this last word. She's able to say these last words before she dies. As bubbling through the acid,
Brick in mouth.
Well, the brick dissolves.
Oh.
No more brick for
It
Pill.
dissolves enough that she can say some words that the person furthest from her can hear.
Yeah.
And no one
That
else
makes
hears
sense.
this.
That makes sense.
Reads those lips.
He can read her lips.
Very possible. But Watson, you overhear her in her last moments before dissolving into a pool of just viscera and vitriol, quite literally. She says, "No, you fools. We were never the enemy. It was the illustrator. We have unfinished business." And that's the last thing she says before she dies. And so, as everyone on the field is taken care of, you have before you all 3 legendary artifacts from the prophecy. What would you all like to do?
Okay, Pooh would like to reach into their breastplate. They're going to reach into their breastplate. And they're going to nudge someone that's been sleeping underneath there this entire time. And they're going to pull out a little mouse.
Oh yeah.
Be like, would you like a little breakfast snack? And we're both just going to go in on the honey.
Incredible. You and the dormouse. The dormouse says to you,
Oh, jeez. Well, yeah, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And since I just woke up, it must be breakfast.
That's correct.
All right. Let's fucking do it.
Let's fucking go.
and
Just
these two begin
body
working
the
on,
honey.
He's so
honey.
happy.
As this is happening, what are the rest of you doing? Pooh, I need a Constitution saving throw.
So Zorro is going to pick up the chain sword and stow that away. That looks really cool. All right,
Smart.
let's look at the prophecy one last time. Let's see here. So, middle of the woods, center of darkness. We do that part. Yes. Okay, trifecta claimed. That's where we are right now.
You are
We are here. Break through the ceiling. A new world. A new story revealing. Leave behind our current state. Face the ones who illustrate. So, there is...
Moriarty
True.
did say something about illustrators
Oh really?
as she died.
When?
She was
Who
dying.
rolled
She
a
was
21,
melting,
by the way?
but her lips, you could still read what she was saying.
Oh, okay.
It
heard
was
a lot of
very
gurgling.
gruesome. It's a very nasty way to go.
Yeah, I looked away. It was a lot.
Yeah, we just RoboCop melted her.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean,
So
who do we think this illustrator is?
I've never heard of an illustrator before that, well, beyond what we know of the definition.
Pooh just splashes out from the middle of it. What's
Wait.
going on?
The library
Oh,
card
you look so happy.
has. See if we can learn anything from that about the illustrator.
Vanessa, as you pull out the library card, feeling its magic hum in your hands, go ahead and make a history check with advantage. By the way, Pooh, you are guzzling down as much honey as possible, but with the 21, you don't know if you're going to be able to do this alone. And Vanessa, what did you get?
13.
13. Okay. With the 13, thinking about the illustrator, nothing is really coming to mind from any stories that would have been written about in a library. But you do think about a terrible vision that you once had after having some hookah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait,
That was a weird one.
We got
That was
erased.
a weird one. Yeah.
I wonder if our vision, when we were all toked up,
Uh-huh.
if that's what that's referring to. You don't think. I mean, could it?
I mean,
How much
I don't wanna
power
get
would this
erased
individual even have to be able to perform a task like that?
I mean, it was
It must
just a
be immensely
hand.
powerful.
again. Yeah, it just went and
Right.
gone.
As you all say that, I think Pooh is gonna like splash out like very dramatically. So like kind of like this, like.
I love the dedication.
What are you all doing? Come on in. The water's just fine.
Oh.
Well, whatever
No.
we're about to face is clearly powerful and has some sort of crossroads for us, for a decision. It has some sort of power to control destiny, I assume.
Yes, but Pooh may be right. I think the only way that we're going to really be able to do anything is if we face this. I mean, we know it's powerful, but the prophecy's there for a reason, right? Why would they warn us if we're just going to go there and die?
Pooh is just like squirting honey over at the mouse with their hand like this.
All right. Zorro will start eating some of the honey, and then it was like, and also trying to like just kind of scoop out some
Yeah.
handfuls
Would
instead.
I be able to mage hand scoop honey out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyone attempting to scoop the honey out, Pooh has 10 feet of reach and just grabs the honey and is like, that's a waste. Can't waste that.
I know, Pooh, I know, but we really must empty it. Do you have any jars? Perhaps we could fill them and put them on the outside.
Ooh.
And you can take them home and refill your stash.
There you go.
Does Pooh actually technically Pooh has an iron pot that holds up of 10 pounds.
Damn.
That's 10
Well,
more
you might
pounds
have
of
to
honey
leave it-
that's not in the thing.
You might have
Hell-
to leave it here, though,
Yeah.
and come back for it later. Perhaps Christopher Robin can watch it for you.
Yes, that's not a bad idea. Just
So-
sets it.
Just to make sure everyone's on the same page and stuff like that, it sounds like everybody is helping to either eat or get the honey out of the basket.
Yes.
Yes.
Excuse me. In order to make that portion of the hot air balloon lighter so that the helium will pick you up. Because as the prophecy says, that this is meant to go above the clouds. And you have reason to believe that that is when and how, especially with the possession of all three artifacts, that is how you could potentially face the illustrator.
Are
Now,
we delivering
it
honey
is up to
him?
you as a group. I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I just said, are we delivering honey to him? So we're just riding this honey pot straight up with a library card. And
And
the sword.
Excalibur.
Yeah.
So then it really comes down to a question of what your group would do. Would you guys, do you all feel as a group that in order to complete this prophecy, do you believe that completing the prophecy is a good thing? Or was it simply enough to stop Kim Moriarty and her goons from doing the prophecy? Because that's, I think, Watson, that's what you get from Kim Moriarty in her final words.
Right.
Is that her, the Hatter, Dorian Gray, and who knows who else, Tarzan. They were working together to do exactly what you guys are doing.
Oh.
they just beat you to the punch in a lot of ways, and they wanted to do it for themselves, so they were trying to stop you, but they were trying to put all these 3 artifacts together and then go kill the illustrator.
Are we the bad guys or are we the chosen ones?
Technically, they tried to kill us first.
Right.
Before
Right.
we even... Dorian tried to literally stab me. He
Literally stabbed
So,
you in
like,
the back.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't have remorse in that regard for how things turned out. They had plenty of time to communicate.
Right.
So we all got the same prophecies.
But who is this illustrator? I mean,
That's for us to
nothing
find out.
else, we should at least see what we've been fighting for.
Let's just go.
Yeah, I
Nice.
agree. It's worth investigating further, and although there may be some trepidation, I at least am happy that I have all of you along here to support me, and that we can all support each other no matter what happens. Even if we do get erased, at least we'll be together.
As
Yeah,
the
but
But
public
really like to not get
defenders.
erased.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be.
But just in case, we have to be prepared.
we'll be together.
Yes.
But what do you all think of that that group name?
What was
The
the name?
Public Defenders.
Okay.
I could say
it.
defenders. Assemble together.
Or
You
maybe
know,
shorten
and then
it.
we all-
Or maybe shorten it. Not.
It's a one word, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Mhm.
We'll have to practice.
Yes.
We'll have
Right,
to practice.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm workshopping.
I like
What about-
public defenders.
What about the honey defenders?
That's the local chapter.
Right. Yes.
That's the local chapter.
Okay.
Like a neighborhood.
Okay.
church.
Let me have everybody who's helping get honey out. If you're eating it, I need a constitution saving throw. If you're moving it out with your strength, essentially, then I need an athletics check.
Could I argue Arcana since I'm using Mage Hand?
I will allow it. Yes, that's fine.
Sick.
Should I re-roll or will this be everyone else?
Yeah. This is another roll as you've been eating this whole time, Pooh.
Can I
18.
argue
Go ahead.
acrobatics?
You cannot argue acrobatics.
Explain how that works.
Listen, so I'm doing kick flips to kick out.
Hell yeah, do a kickflip.
15.
15. Okay, Pooh, you're starting to reach your max.
Oh,
It's been years
Is
since
this a
you've been
saving throw?
at this level, Pooh.
yep.
Depends on what you're doing. If you're eating, it is a saving throw.
Okay, so Pooh,
Constitution.
you also get a +5 to that because we're within.
So that
10
makes it
feet of
a
each other.
that makes that a covered in honey, slimy, filthy 20.
Sticky little.
You could keep eating.
Oh, let's go.
I got a 27 Constitution. I'm gonna
Incredible.
also try to eat.
Yeah, Watson, you're slamming it down.
I'm eating as well. I don't get any pluses normally, but with that +5, and I rolled a 17 on the die.
Nice.
That's a 22.
Yeah. Also slamming down honey.
Wow.
Who's just gonna look around at everyone and be
and
like,
Alice.
I would die for my friends. That's so
18.
brave.
I'm trying to hide it from Pooh, but she's scooping it and dumping it. Like she's like kicked a hole in the ground so she can like make
Yeah.
mouths.
For sure. Absolutely. Okay, Alice,
29.
29. You are mage handing so
Arcana.
much honey out
Yeah.
of the.
Just like literally just shoveling it behind me. Not even trying
Does-
to hide it. Just like we gotta go. Come
Does
on.
the little mouse make a run?
I've been rolling for the mouse. The mouse has been crushing it.
But he's just a little guy.
Mouse is
he's
eating a
just
lot.
little
Yeah.
guy.
He's just a
Hungry.
little guy. He's a little guy. You don't want him to grow big because that he only grows big when he's panicked. And so you,
Yeah,
you
no.
don't want that to happen. But you guys managed to, over the course of less than 10 minutes, manage to clear out a ton of honey, either by consuming it or by moving it, until you are all covered in honey and sticky. Any like dirt, twigs, leaves that you touch stick to you. You guys are used. What is that? The gummy hand, like the sticky hand thing that you can get at
Oh
like
yeah.
a
Oh my God,
25-cent
totally.
machine. You
Yeah.
are that after like a week of belonging to children. And
Who is cleaning themselves?
as you all have the opportunity, Watson, you technically don't have to, but you all could get inside of this honey jar as it slowly begins to take off. Now that you are in this honey jar, the interesting thing comes in how you regulate that height. We know how to make it go up. That just means getting rid of more honey, right? But in order to make it go down, you would have to reach up, and at the bottom of the little balloon, you can pull it and it'll make that terrible squeaking sound that balloons make. But that will release some of the helium. Downside being, it's loud as hell. But that could help you get down. But as you all continue to climb, Watson, are you inside the basket or no?
I think so, if for no other reason than to be able to get my aura on everybody.
Okay. We will put you, as I have changed the map over.
Do we need to go down though? I thought we were just gonna go up endlessly until.
Just eventually, you
Vader
might want to
catches
go
us.
down. I just.
It's the
Well,
Data
obviously
Super
didn't say
anything about
Master
going
Hand from
down.
Super Smash Bros.
I was gonna say that we're gonna pull Super Smash Bros. right now.
Okay. We start at the top of the round
What
as
is this about?
you all begin breaching the surface of clouds, and are now all the clouds are below you. All you see around you is endless light blue. The sun above being blocked out and shadowed as a massive hand comes reaching down. Holding in its hand is a like a multi-use tool of some sort. It has like a pen on one side and a eraser on the other. It looks like a little Swiss Army knife writing utensil that can switch between being a pen, a paintbrush, a pencil. It has like all these different little attachments to it. And at the top of the round, we have Pooh Bear.
Damn.
The challenging part comes in what you do with a creature that is seemingly this large, while you are unfortunately confined to the basket of a hot air balloon.
And they got the MS Paint multi-tool on them. So I think Pooh is gonna pick up their little sleepy mouse buddy and be like, "I'm sorry, but I think we're gonna need your help on this one. I chose you."
Oh my god, I cannot believe you're doing this to this rat.
Oh my god.
I mean, it panics, obviously.
Brutal. Of course it panics. Of course it panics. Pooh, I need you to roll a attack roll with your dex.
Okay. 22.
22 will be enough. Thank goodness for that. Otherwise,
I know. For a second, I thought that was the Taco Bell dog.
put him here.
Yeah.
Okay. He will go on your turns.
Okay. Would that count as an attack to...
Yeah, I'm gonna count that as one attack for sure.
Cool. Who's gonna pull out a longbow?
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. It would be an action to try to jump over, so there's probably no way to do that.
There's no way you can make this jump without Misty Step.
Yeah. So, no, I guess flanking only works on melee. I was gonna say technically
Yeah.
flank with the thing, but that's okay. Yeah. So Pooh's gonna go ahead and attack.
Yeah, I mean, you see, for the sake of armor, it just looks like a hand. It's just big as hell.
So would a big as hell hand still get 23?
A 23 will absolutely hit.
You love to see it. And because it's a new round, it's a new day, it's a new dawn, I believe that also means that surprise. I'm feeling good. Surprise attack. So that's an extra 2d6.
Absolutely. And then Zorro, you're on deck with Alice after you.
Okay. 17 piercing damage on that.
Incredible.
And is going to do a second wind to restore some HP.
Okay.
That's 15. That's my turn.
Awesome. Okay. Dormouse gets 2 out of 3 big attacks on him that are successful as it is clawing into the wrist area of this hand. After that, Zorro, that is your turn.
Look at everyone. Okay, so who wants to get on the big hand?
I do.
All right. Okay.
I hope I'm gonna stay here with the air balloon. I think I'm gonna try to push the air balloon closer.
Fair enough. All right. Pooh, hold my hand, and then we're gonna fall off of the hot air balloon. And
Which is the predator handshake.
Yeah, yeah, it's just the most action hero handshake. We don't know what's about to happen.
Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. We begin to fall off, and once we're about 10 feet away, I'm gonna cast Thunderstep, and we will then turn into a Z-shaped lightning bolt and teleport on top of the hand.
Thunderstep is so
incredible.
And then, I guess while we're on top of there, I'll just say, all right, so we just have to find a way to, I guess, wrestle the brush out?
Cut the fingers off.
Oh, no, that is also an option as well. And that'll end my turn.
As soon as 2 of you leave the basket of the thing, it immediately rises up a little bit, having much less weight in the basket. Alice, that is your turn.
Okay. Here goes nothing. I'm going to attempt to cast Polymorph on the hand.
Ooh, interesting.
Uh-oh.
Make an Arcana check with advantage before you do.
Oh no.
We're gonna die.
Okay, uh-oh.
We're gonna die.
A 29 with advantage.
A 29. You know that this creature would have the immutable feature. You can't change its form.
Oh,
I was about to say, if he keeps
But
doing this
you
while we're
know
on
that
top of it.
before you cast it.
thank you. I appreciate that, actually. That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Bring it on, come on.
19.
That'll hit.
For 7 damage. I think I only get 1 attack.
Okay.
Yeah. And an inspiration to Watson this time.
That was 1 Eldritch Blast. You should get a second blast.
Do I get 2?
Yeah. Cantrip level ups are based on character level, not on class level. So you should at least have 2.
Dang.
You got it, boss. That's a honey little 20. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
A very
Great.
sticky little 20.
Very sticky little 20 for
With
5
some-
damage.
Some
on that
twigs and pebbles.
Okay, incredible. The hand's already not looking great. But
Okay.
that is Alice's turn.
Mhm.
And is gonna try some shenanigans.
Does that weird thing on Super Smash where it like lands on the thing and does like a roly bit.
I keep
It
thinking about
is gonna
Doodle
have
Bob
some
from SpongeBob
interesting
SquarePants.
abilities. First, it's gonna use out of its. There's a bunch of possible abilities that it can do, but it's going to use 2 of them. So it's gonna move a little bit.
It can move? I'm just kidding.
Let me have Zorro with a Constitution saving throw as he tries to is like twisting backwards and is trying to erase you
Oh no!
with the eraser. That's 1 attack.
That's an 8.
8. Okay. Zorro, you take 20 points of damage as you feel portions of your body are being erased, and only all that remains, like in one of your arms, all that remains is the outline.
Oh.
So you can still hold your sword, you can still do things. It's almost as if that arm is just weaker. There's nothing backing it up. It seems like there's no substance there, if you will, as you just have like a line drawing of your arm, and then at the shoulder it becomes a full person. That's one attack. Its second attack, it is going to, you see the strange multi-tool that it is using for a moment vanishes as it turns its hand into a gun and fires a bullet.
There's the Super Smash move.
And I need Alice, Vanessa, and Watson to all make a dexterity save, please.
Don't forget your +5.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Oh, it's +5 now.
Yeah.
Fancy.
What?
That is a sticky little 20 for Alice.
31.
Ooh, okay.
What
Queen.
what type of save was it?
Dexterity save.
Dex. 21.
Okay, you all succeed. That is 8 points of fire damage
Oh, biscuit.
Damn.
as a small missile
some
shoots
temper.
out of his fingertips and hits the basket and explodes. That is the illustrator's turn. After that is Watson.
Okay. So
Vanessa on deck.
what I want to do is kind of move to the back of the honeypot and get out and put my hands on the rim of it and flap my wings and try to push the balloon closer to the hand.
Nice.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and make a athletics check just to see like how well you can angle it and control it and stuff.
17.
17. Okay. See why not? You can get right up there.
Nice. Okay.
This huge hand. Now that it's this much closer, you see just how much it dwarfs your own bodies. This insanely large hand with this strange writing implement that it like kind of swizzles in and out of its fingers. Swizzles isn't the right word, I don't think. But anyway,
I love it. I'm vibing with
see-
Swizzles.
Swizzle.
you do see. It seems
Get
to be
swizzled,
it's so
bro.
strange because the further you look up the arm of this illustrator, it seems to coincide with the sun in a way that you're just like, you can't see it. It's too bright, it's too close to the sun. You can't tell if it's connected to an entire arm or if it just kind of vanishes into the heavens or something. It's impossible to truly make out the entirety of this illustrator, but the hand is clear.
Okay.
Watson, that was like object interaction and movement for
Okay.
the most part.
Then I'm going to I don't have enough movement, I don't think, to get back to the hand for a regular attack. Because I've used like 25 feet already. So what I will do is I'll ready a Searing Smite.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And
Blade
then-
ignites.
Yeah, I honestly, for action, I could do. Can I trade down? Like, so normally it's a bonus action for me to command Watson. Can I use my action to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to command Sherlock to come up and give the help action to one of these two up on the roof there, up on the hand. I'll give it to Pooh Bear.
Okay.
Voltron.
Awesome. All right. That is Dr. Watson's turn. Vanessa, that is your turn. You are now within, you would just have to adjust ever so slightly, but you're pretty much within striking distance if you wanted to go melee, although you could go range.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do range. Is it been less than an hour since we started the first combat?
I don't think so.
Okay, so she's gonna bonus action Crimson Right again. She's gonna do lightning again.
Okay.
On her crossbow. Damage. 2 this time. 2 necrotic damage for her, and then she's just gonna take the just gonna take the 2 attacks with her crossbow.
Go for it.
Oh, this 13.
13 misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
Would a silvery barbs count here? Just go. Take advantage.
It wouldn't. It would make it lower.
Oh, that's true.
We
Shit.
tried.
Silvery barbs is only to make rolls lower.
Oh my gosh. 14 hit.
14 does not hit. I'm sorry.
Vanessa doesn't like being sticky, and so her fingers are sticking together. She's sticking to the pot, and so she is having a very hard time focusing.
Shoots the crossbow, the bolt sticks to the string.
It's all sticky. We're all
The sensory
Everything
nightmare,
is
honestly.
sticky. It's not good. You guys are like knee deep in honey. Like even after all the honey that you've
Mhm.
eaten, you're still like wading in.
she's
In
We're waiting in
honey.
leftovers.
Crazy.
Okay. A post-battle snack.
That's all she's
Amazing.
do because ew.
All good. Okay, after Vanessa, Pooh, that is your turn. You have advantage on your first attack from Sherlock.
Okay. You
The
know, in
hand's
most
not looking great.
classes, in most classes, they say that there's no such thing as a stupid question, right?
I'm ready for it.
Could Pooh not technically use
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
this?
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, how about now?
I love
Oh,
this
sorry.
idea,
Is this better?
Yes.
It is better. I think I got the gist. So
But yeah,
disguise
disguise
stuff only makes
stuff-
you turn into humanoids.
God.
Oh no.
I
Pencil.
love the chaos.
Okay, gosh. Yeah,
Yeah, I love the hustle, but no. You cannot disguise yourself to make yourself look like the pencil.
I love
You
it.
think that this illustrator hand would be intimately aware. It probably wouldn't work as well as you're hoping, especially because the spell can't do that.
legit. All right,
Yeah.
gotta try.
But the hand's not looking great. The hand is already past bloodied. You think that having the possession of the 3 legendary artifacts just on its own is making it so that you're not fighting a god here, even though you kind of are.
That's lucky.
And you're set up for prime real estate for...
Good to know. Okay, then in that case, yeah, they're gonna pull out the. Okay.
A 3rd brick. Put this in between your fingers.
The God Killer.
Yes.
Full JRPG.
This
Kill
is the
God
last
Killer.
brick. Who's gonna pull out Hive's Bane here, and is gonna go ahead and use Green Flame Blade with advantage.
Incredible. Go for it.
25.
That'll hit.
Okay. Ooh. Max damage on the Great Axe. Almost on the Green Flame Blade. So that's going to be 25 total on the first hit.
Insane. Okay.
Now for the
Your second
second hit,
hit.
which I believe I get advantage now from Sherlock.
Sure.
Okay. So close to a crit. 29.
That'll hit.
11 damage on that one.
11 damage. on
Full of
that
honey? With a big tummy? Mm-mm. Who ain't missing?
one.
Go for
Amazing.
the king,
Two
you better
huge
miss.
two huge slashes into the back of this hand, slicing tendons and important ligaments as the hand is showing brutal amounts of damage and begins to slowly mechanically nothing's happening, but it's beginning to like retract back up into the sky, like it is fleeing essentially. Zorro, that is your turn with Alice on deck.
Fully taking in how insane this situation is, slightly like kind of looking at my arm that's fading from existence. Zorro just kind of whispers one last prayer into the blade and just goes, "No matter what happens, this is Zorro's last ride." And I will use bonus action to steady aim and take my first attack at advantage on the knuckle and just pierce the blade in the knuckle.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Nat 20.
Insane.
15 and a 20.
Insane.
Zorro's in his fucking prime tonight. It's a W, baby. It's a W.
Just a close up.
14 points of piercing damage.
Okay. And then you do other stuff? Or a second attack?
Putting in my sneak attack damage.
That's what it is. Okay.
23 points of sneak attack damage.
Zorro, describe to us how you kill the illustrator.
I think it's not about killing the illustrator. It's about taking away its ability to control our story. So it's just gliding the blade through the knuckle and through the finger as like just this warning as the finger is just falling off as it's severed away from the knuckle, and it loses its part of its grip on the instrument that it's been using on all of us.
Incredible. And as the hand begins to lose its own color and its pigment and its ink and its very fabric of being, and begins to turn into a line drawing, very much in the way that the token is kind of a line drawing, and it starts to recede, you see in its place, as all of you have now fully defeated the illustrator, collected all 3 artifacts of the prophecy, saved the public domain, and potentially altered its history and its reality forever by defeating this illustrator. You do see a portal begin to open. Static electricity, the sound of arcane energy as this portal in the middle of the sky, above the clouds, begins to open. You cannot see through the portal on what is on the other side, as it is just an opaque swirling of magical forces. Public defenders, I ask you, in these final moments of this season of the public domains, do you all descend back down onto the ground to enjoy the rest of your lives in the public domains without the illustrator? Or do you step through the portal, unaware of the adventures that may lie ahead?
I think Vanessa's gonna look to her companions, look at the hole, and say, "Are we doing this?"
I suppose we ought to. It really can't get much worse than what we've already experienced, you know? So try and take the misery and turn it into joy. And I think that's exactly what we've done. So what's the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah.
We die an agonizing, meaningless death, but at least we'll be together.
Yeah, there was already that possibility, though. So I feel like we faced that fear pretty head on. How did
This
the rest
world
of us
is
feel?
at least better off now than it was before.
As long as I have you all as my friends, I'll go anywhere with you.
Always be friends.
Alejandro.
Alejandro looks down
All of your riches were there.
at the land. Yes, it is. But the people who I care about the most are here. The people who know me for who I am. Not my name, not for Zorro, but for who I am. They're right here. And then with that, Zorro, Alejandro, looks down one last time and says, I think it's goodbye. And unattunes from his rapier and drops it
Shit.
as we float into the screen.
Incredible. So everybody is heading into the portal,
Yeah, I think
correct?
Yeah.
once Zorro and Pooh get back on in the honeypot, I'll just start pushing us the way that I just pushing us into the portal.
Mm-hmm. Incredible. As you all step through this
Take the
portal,
honey.
coming out on the other side, the first thing you notice is that the honeypot is not with you. That you all are standing in a small, cramped room about the size of a closet, give or take. Hold on. What the fuck?
Don't.
Hold on, guys. There's something weird coming from my closet. Just give me a second.
Oh god. Oh man. What have they
Who
got
the heck
cooking
are
for
you?
us?
Get out of here. Guys, you're not going to believe this. There's a fucking portal opened up in my closet. I don't know who they are, but there's just strange people that you got to get out of here. I can't. People are sleeping in the house. Keep it down. What? Who are you? You look like Zorro. Alejandra, I've never heard of that before. I don't have time for this. Please, leave.
God. That stinker. What I want to know is, are they sticky?
Yeah,
very
they gotta be
sticky.
so
Why are they
sticky.
Still
so
very sticky, yeah.
Is Justin the illustrator? Were they trying to erase us?
Gang, you're not going to believe this.
Where's your hair?
They stole it. It stuck right to them. They're covered in honey. I don't know who these people are, but I think that is the end of the public domains. Thank you guys so much for playing this 6-episode
Wow.
series with us,
Wow.
for exploring the public domains and
Wow.
telling a
Wow.
bunch of stories about characters from stories where their bad guy was somebody who's writing the story. Goodness gracious, all the twists and turns. What a blast it was. Thank you all for playing. I had an absolute blast as always. This table is incredible. The one thing I truly believe that Taylor and I can feel proud about patting ourselves on the back is creating tables. Putting together groups of people to play games with, because the tables are just primo and it works out fantastic. So,
Amen.
without further ado, thank you for watching another series with So You Want to Be a DM. I've been Justin this whole time. Dungeon Master, illustrator, who knows? Let's go around and do some outros, if you will. You can tell people where they can find you and stuff like that. And if you're still around, stick around or join the Patreon to check out Action Surge, our post-session little table talk where we're going to talk all about this season and stuff like that. Okay. Now you guys go.
Hi, I'm Alex. I was, during this campaign in this session, Winnie the Pooh. And you can find me on my socials on Instagram and TikTok as Pisces Moon Paladin. And when I'm not on there, I am part of my local community, showing up for everyone however I can. Usually a part of my local COVID mask block, making free deliveries to whoever is in need, or helping out in little pantries, because everyone should do that. Give a shit about your community. You know, your neighbor is the closest person you are, closest person to you, most person that's most in common to you than any celebrity or any millionaire or billionaire there is out there.
Oh, I guess it's my turn. Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel, at Daniel the DM on YouTube and TikTok. I played the vigilante formerly known as Zorro, now just Alejandro de la Vega Freeman. And it's been an absolute honor to play with all of you. And yeah, the best thing that you can do in life is just play games with people you love. And that's what I got to do today. So thank you.
Oh, this is getting really emotional. Now. I'm Kayla. I have been Alice from Alice in Wonderland, the tragedy bard. And you can usually find me on the Potions and Potpourri podcast on most of the socials under the same name. But one of my favorite things to do is be here at tables like this and get to play in games with really cool and special people and get to tell amazing stories. So I am also so honored to have been a part of this. And thank you again to Justin for an incredible story that they told.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin. Yeah, all right. So I'm Taylor. I'm also part of the So You Want to Be a DM team, the other side of things, so to speak. You can find us TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts at. So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master. And I think Justin said it all pretty much right up top, but I love all of you. I'm so glad to have been a part of this. This has been so much fun.
So emotional, you guys. I'm Jen. I played Vanessa Helsing. This was definitely a much different character I've ever played, and you guys made it so much more fun and so much more enjoyable. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Cancer Moon Cleric, and hopefully back here with this group because this was too much fun. I don't want to say bye.
Well, bye, guys. Sorry, I couldn't leave it hanging.
Break my
So
heart.
sorry. So sorry.
Later, nerd.
It's been really good. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. And stay tuned for whatever comes next.